My mic on? Okay. I can't hear myself, which is throwing me off. Welcome back, everybody. The G.A.C. Central Classic here. Game 1, Washington versus North Point. Excited to be here with dandy of a game today. We're going to roll straight into our coach's interview, starting with North Point, and then we'll roll into Washington. Head coach Justin Schmidt is who you guys will see first. Drew, can we roll the clip?
Hello, folks. We're out here at CarShield Field, home of the O'Fallon Hoots. We've got the G.A.C. Central Classic today, and I'm with the head coach of the Grizzlies from North Point High School, Justin Schmidt. Coach, thanks for taking a minute.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for coming out here and showcasing this.
I love the Classic. This is our, I think, 4th year doing this. It's a great time. We get to see everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and so talk to us about your team. We early on, I think you still have a lot of talent in this squad. 10-10. Talk to us about how it's been through the season, Coach.
Yeah, it's been some ups and downs. You know, like you said, we're 10-10. But as I keep preaching to them, I think we're still a good team.
Yeah.
You know, in our schedule, and I mentioned this earlier, in the 10 losses, I think the teams are combined like 130 something or 140 something, losses, and so we've played a tough schedule. When you look at like the top 10 rankings, the top 20 rankings, or whatever, whether it's Class 5, Class 6, and we've played most of those teams so far. Yeah. You know, and with the district that we're in, we had to challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
We had to go out and we had to play some of the top teams and see where we're at and see what guys can do and get a lot of guys opportunities, moving forward. And so I think that's what we've done. And now moving into conference play, I think so far through the first 4 conference games, it's paid off.
You got a tough one today, but your guy, Justin Gus.
Yeah, Justin Gus, either way.
Nenninger is going for you today. Talk about his performance so far.
So he's he's thrown well for us. He threw basically a 6-inning complete game and only about 60 pitches against Eureka. Gave up about 2 hits. We lost 2-1. Threw really, really well against Timberland in the first conference game. He struggled with a little control last week against Zumwalt South, but we're looking for him to come up and throw really, really well for us today, in this big conference matchup.
Absolutely. You guys are 4-0 in conference. Find your way. Are you just looking to build some momentum and some confidence at this point, Coach?
Yeah. I mean, again, we're continuing to just kind of keep it rolling, and I think we've done a good job now of kind of figuring out our lineup and figuring out where pieces fit, and now it's about over these last few weeks before districts getting that. Getting that train rolling, and again, we got a tough game against Washington. They're 3-1 in conference, and we got Vetter coming up and throwing for them, and so it's hopefully it's going to be a good game. That's what we're looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. Hey, Coach, thank you very much.
Yep.
Appreciate you taking the time. Good luck to you
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
Washington Blue Jays head coach Dane Goff. See what he has to say.
Hey, folks, we're here at CarShield Field for today's matchup. Game 1 here of the G.A.C. Central Classic. I have the head coach, Dane Goff, of the Washington Blue Jays joining us. Coach, thanks for taking a minute.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, good seeing you.
Coach, at the 500 mark through the season, you've played a pretty good schedule. Talk to us about where you see your team at this point.
Yeah, I used to say we're a 500 ball club. There's some days we come out and we can compete with anybody in the state, and there's some days we scratch our heads and, well, what the heck's going on? So it starts on the mound. We got to compete on the mound, and that's something you got to stay in the zone and you got to throw strikes and be able to mix speeds and mix pitches. So that's something we've been preaching about. Attacking with 3 pitches or less and getting ahead and being in the zone. So that's something, when we do that, we're successful. When we don't do that, it's not pretty. So, and same way with the sticks too. The sticks, some days the sticks are there and some days they're not. So we're just always looking to continue to build and be not more just competitive, but more complete and more do it every day. So.
Yeah, more consistent.
More
right?
consistent. Thank you. I was like brain farting.
I got you.
So, yeah,
I got you, Coach.
Yeah. Looking for that consistency. Exactly.
You know, when we talk about, we're into conference. You guys are heading into, I think District 5 this year.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So tough one. When you start looking at that and going forward, you got Henry Vetter on the mound today.
Mm-hmm.
How are you setting yourself up for those types of games?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely. These kind of high-level conference games will set you up for those kind of district games. So yeah, Henry's going today, and we're going to ride him as long as we can, and hopefully he's doing the things to be competitive in the zone we talked about, and then we got to manufacture some runs. We're going to see a good pitcher for them against us. So we're going to look to try to score early and find ways to manufacture runs for sure.
You've got, offensively, you've got guys up and down in your lineup that can swing the bat well. I've seen it, they've proven it. But what approach-wise, what are you talking to them about to find that consistency?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hitting your pitch. First off, is especially early in hitters' counts, you're looking for a certain spot, a certain zone, looking to do damage, and that's just his pull side, yank a ball over the left fielder's head. You got to look middle away and drive the ball to right center. So that's something where we preach of getting your zone early, attacking, just like pitching. You're looking to attack and be aggressive in your zone. You got to stay within your zone, obviously.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a dandy of a game. Good luck to you today.
Yes, sir.
And
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, you.
Alrighty, thank Coach. I'd like to thank Coach Dangoff for his time. This matchup is kind of a big one for the G.A.C. Central. We've got a matchup between two teams who are strong in conference play. North Point's 4-0, but catching and just behind them, this is a big game for them, will be Washington, who's 3-1 in conference play. They're trying to catch. This will likely decide a lot about this G.A.C. and what the seeding is going to look like playoff-wise. So kind of a big game. They've got Vetter going tonight on the bump for Washington. He's also in the lineup. The kid's an athlete, all in all. So it should be a lot of fun to kind of watch him work both sides of the plate here. This lineup's got some good hitters. A couple of kids who've batted over the 300 mark. I mean, leading off for him, Andrew Elbert, hitting 216, but the OBP's in the 370 mark, which is something you like to see. I mean, there's not much else. I mean, he's got a homer, too. He can hit for a little bit of pop in the leadoff spot. And then Grant Hummel hit in the 2 spot, 316. That's a good average out of a 2-hole guy.
Mason, the thing that is about these two teams here is North Point probably is I think both teams are kind of underperforming at this point.
I agree with you there.
They're
Absolutely.
10-10, and both of them said it in their interviews. They understand where they're at, but I think North Point has played a heck of a tough schedule. We'll see if it helps them down the road, and I think that's the biggest part of that. And Coach alluded to it. He looked at the 10 losses. They're playing against teams that are well over 500, top 10 teams, top 20 teams in the state, especially even in our polls. So this isn't just a matter of a team that, is they have high expectations for themselves. I still think they got a shot. And plus, if you're gonna win a District 4, you've got Zumwalt West, you got Francis Howell, you got Howell Central sitting there, Timberland's in that, Liberty's still there. All these teams are very good and have a big-time arm.
They do, yes.
That you're going to have to face.
I will say, and this is key for Liberty tomorrow that I just thought about. Liberty will be playing their second game. That's Howell Central tomorrow in conference play. They're starting Dobrats tonight. They lost Hunter Holst, their other high eights arm, due to a partially torn labrum. So he's out for the next 6 weeks. He won't play.
That's tough.
So they lost their other big time arm.
Yeah.
This North Point schedule is not exactly friendly. They played Eureka in their second game of the year. Then they had Howell Central. Then they had Union. They played Union twice.
Union's good.
Union is really good this year. They played SLU. That was a rough game, to put it bluntly. 15-0 loss. So SLU had the bats going that day, obviously. You look at this North Point schedule. They've got Washington next week. Then they play Troy. Troy's been pretty good this year.
Troy's been good.
Then they've got Rockbridge at Howell, and then they play Howell. So, that's on the same day, too.
Go ahead and challenge yourself.
Back-to-back games, they're playing two really tough teams.
Absolutely.
And, I love that. So, now that I understand how schedule making works like this, the coaches choose the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
So, I love that Coach Schmidt was like, I want to challenge my team this year. I want to see what we can do because they're young, they're hungry, they're a good team. They have a lot of kids who are going to stay on this squad. And we're going to hop right into our lineup and starting defense. So we're going to start with the lineup for Washington. Andrew Elbert's going to lead it off. He is going to be playing shortstop. Then Grant Hummel will be hitting in the 2 spot. He's playing first base. Henry Vetter, the DH, also on the bump today. Ben Galinas is going to be playing third base. Third base. And then Colton Carrier in the outfield along with Christian Galinas at second. Mason Maine in right. Dean Messi. I think so. Dean Messi will be catching, and Aiden May will be in center field. Now the defensive alignment for the North Point Grizzlies. It'll be Justin Nenninger on the bump. Gus behind the dish will be Mr. Aiden Cox. No, Ryan Cox.
Oh, sorry.
All good. Ryan Cox behind the dish. Dick Herber will be playing right. Kometz playing third. Gonzalez at short. Eisenbath at first. DHing Max Chancellor. Jaden Flores in center. Alex Graham in left. And Ali Collier at second base. This North Point defense is pretty solid. Kind of like what I see. Nenninger.
Absolutely.
Nenninger's a dog on the bump. This should be a fun one today. Yeah, there's a lot to be excited about. This is, again, big-time conference gameplay here. This will decide a lot, even though they play tomorrow again, but like it'll still be a big deciding factor on whether or not North Point's going to be kind of the conference leader. And then to talk just a little bit about Gus, we'll go into more detail on him later. He's just got this wide arsenal. The kid just knows how to pitch, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of high schoolers, they go up there just throw the ball. He can pitch, and it's impressive. It's going to be fun to watch how he goes about things today. Had a no-hitter last year. I think that's like the biggest thing on his resume so far. Committed to Johnson County, so it should be a fun battle today between some big-time arms. It's going to be interesting to see what this Washington lineup can do against a good arm.
I like this starting off. Andrew Elbert. We saw Andrew with Washington Post 218 playing in the American Legion regional playoff that went to the World Series. They were playing teams out of Louisiana and Tennessee, Mississippi, and the Louisiana team had 3 guys going to Louisiana Tech.
That's what. So
on that team.
That's going to be an exciting.
He
hitter
had
for me
2
to
home
face this
runs
summer.
in that tournament.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He hit the ball very well. Eckhoff
Yeah.
and him were a pretty good punch. So this young man can swing the bat against anybody. So I think in the lineup here it's perfect.
I really don't think his average says that much. I mean, it says he's hitting 216, but like he's 46 at bats this year, or 37 at bats, 46 plate appearances. So he's got a good eye, gets on base about 37% of the time. So he can work in AB. And I mean, as a leadoff hitter, your job is to go out there, see pitches, understand what you're up against. Obviously, fouls off that first pitch, so he's kind of on Gus already here just a little bit.
Well, I think it's interesting, too. You know, here's a young man that's probably not hit in the leadoff spot much and probably having to do it out of there's nobody else there.
Now, this lineup isn't very – they have a lot of names, but it's not a very depthy lineup.
Right.
Nenninger delivers the 1-1. That's going to be lined over the head of the shortstop. It'll drop for a base hit. Weird play in the outfield from –
Sorry, that is Graham.
Mr. Graham. Leadoff single there from Mr. Elbert. Now brings up the 2-hole guy, Grant Hummel, someone I worked out with, played catch with almost every day this offseason. Like Grant, if we get to see him on the mound today, it should be a treat. He's funky. He throws pretty hard.
He's
funky.
funky.
He is. It's so interesting to watch him. He's very like he leaves his arm in one spot. He's very rotational heavy. It's impressive in my opinion. And the kid can also hit it a little bit. 316 is the average right now. That's exciting right there. You know, have a guy in the 2-hole spot who's a pretty good hit. 409 on base. Not crazy on the slug. He doesn't believe in extra base hits from what I'm looking at here.
He doesn't believe it. That's one way to put it.
11 singles, 1 double. And you know what? Pickoff move is too late. I mean, this North Point team, they've got some really good arms. I mean,
yes. Yeah.
If Gus doesn't go too deep, they've got a lot in the bullpen they can rely on. I'm sure they want Gus to go as far as he can.
Well, As Coach Schmidt alluded to in our conversation, he said, well, you know, they've had some guys. He said that was one of the things, the depth of it, but they haven't been able to be consistent in throwing strikes, getting guys out, and that's where they've struggled. They've got guys, but they just haven't.
Their command is a little
Yeah,
lacking,
they haven't.
right?
They haven't found it yet.
Slightly subpar. I mean, Gus is behind 3-0 now, which is, it's like, I'd say leadoff walks kill you, but if you have a leadoff single and then you walk the guy after him, that's going to kill you there. Like, that's a.
And Vetter's hitting well.
I mean, Vetter's hitting 370. Like, he's a threat in the lineup, too. The kid is just an athlete. I mean, if you're Hummel here, you're auto-taking. That's ball four.
Ball four.
Already a hit and a walk in the inning. I mean, 7 pitches into it. Vetter, this kid's hilarious. I love Henry. All in all athlete, super funny. Worked out with him this offseason, too, at P3. Walked over to the bullpen when I got here just to go say hi, and he recognized me from halfway down it and starts running. He's like, hey, what's up? He's like, I can't wait to see this guy play today. All in all, it's always fun when I know the kid's playing. Like, it makes my day much more fun because it's just funnier when they realize I'm up in the box calling the game. He shows bunt. He's going to drop one down.
Wow.
First pitch. Wow. Sacrifice bunt, Henry Vetter. And that'll move both runners into scoring position. Wow.
I love that.
That is a team move right there, Vetter. Very nice. Bringing up the 4-hole guy, Mr. Ben Galinas. He's hitting 318. He's got a triple, 4 double. He believes in extra base hits. He's got 5 of them. 4 doubles, a triple, a couple of 9 singles. The kid is hitting well. 333 OBP.
He's a big kid, man. Here's another one plays for that Washington post 218.
I'm no longer excited to play Washington this summer.
No, you shouldn't be.
This looks scary.
Washington post 218 always puts together a squad. They are good. They're deep. They play very well. They're well coached. Ken G.A.C over there does a great job, and a lot of these Washington guys, they're off playing college, and you know, it's a good program down there.
Yeah.
Post 218, right? They've always been that way, right, Mitch? Always. So I'm gonna step aside now that Mitch is here, and he'll jump into the game call.
Loving it. Welcome in. Little late. I'm messing with you. Nenninger struggling a little bit. The only out on a sac bunt from Vetter. Single and a walk in the inning. This one's skied. Pop up first base side. Catcher, pitcher talking about it. It's going to fall. And everyone stays put. Runner is safe. That's a hit. It didn't go very far for a 4-hole hitter, but it's a hit. That right there. That is a on-base, or that's a batting average booster. You have at least one of those, right?
A bloop a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Bloop a week will get you 50 points in the big leagues.
Oh, yeah. So, not Vetter. Yeah, it can. In high school, it can get you 100 points a week.
Well, I was going to say, and maybe a 6-week session is probably better.
Nenninger in a little bit of trouble. Leadoff single from Andrew Elbert, then a walk, 4-pitch walk to Grant Hummel, and then a sac bunt on the first pitch from Vetter. Moved the runners over. Then that pop-up. That was – wind's blowing a little bit today. Not much, but just enough to throw everyone off. It's bright out, too, so might not help.
Should have been caught.
Should have been, yes. In the box now, Colton Carrier. He's hitting 212, but on-base percentage just under 300. Nenninger living around the strike zone a lot right now. Yes, it should. 2-0 count. Is it 1-1? Oh. No runs yet. Time called by Carrier. Now we're back underway. Trying to throw Gus even more out of the rhythm. That one misses away again. He's throwing about, I'd say, half his pitches in that spot, and none of them have gone for strikes yet.
Yeah, the one he threw right before that was a strike, and it was just a ball closer. And obviously we know the limits now of the umpire on the outside half.
Mm-hmm. I think he's going to have to adapt a little bit. He does have that good cutter that they just don't seem to be swinging at yet.
They can't find it. That's what
No.
you try to throw there, it looks like.
I will say he's got a wide arsenal. Throws a lot of pitches, but if only 2 or 3 of them are working, he might have a tough time against the top half of this Washington order. Let's see what the bottom half can put together. 3-1. Calls that one a strike as Carrier tosses the bat to the dugout. That's always awkward. Carrier apologizing to the umpire for tossing the bat.
Yeah, the good old pat on the chest.
My bad, guys.
They sell it, right?
They do. On deck is Christian Galinas.
It's a free RBI.
It is. 3-2 the count. That one misses out. There's the walk. 2 in the inning now for Nenninger, who just has pretty consistent so far to this point. He's 1-2 on the year in 21 innings pitched. An early mound visit from, is that head coach Justin Schmidt? Just talk it over. I think this is one of those mound visits where it's just like, chill out. It's early.
He's fine. He gets a ground ball, gets out of the inning, down 1-0. You got to say that is a massive win for that North Point pitching staff. So
For sure. I mean, to his point, in 21 innings, he's only allowed now 19 hits, and only 2 have gone for extra bases. So he does well limiting the slug, but, and even then walks-wise, he really hasn't struggled. 25 strikeouts. Just, where's it at? Oh. 14 walks, 25 strikeouts. So, doesn't walk too many hitters, but the buck might be biting him today.
it appears so. If I'm that catcher, I'm going to probably try to maybe change his eyesight and maybe try to get in just a little bit more because he's missing glove side.
He made an adjustment on the mound. He's moved more to the center now instead of being on that far right-hand side if you're behind the dish. That'll be a strike. Pull up in the zone. 20 pitches here in the first isn't exactly ideal.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Lack of
After that Orchard Farm game we called last week, might have redefined my brain when it comes to efficient. That one's going to miss away again. I mean, you got to think at some point when you're making the same miss over and over and over again, you're just going to try and let one eat inside.
Or continue making that adjustment, like you said. He is obviously on the first base side of the rubber. He moves to the middle, and maybe he continues to move to that third base side or that catcher. You can see that he's setting up outside.
Yeah, and that might not be the best move. That's going to be a swing and a miss from Galinas. Big little breaker there. I mean, if I'm the catcher now, if I'm Ryan Cox, I'm setting up inner half of the plate and just got to change your pitcher's eyesight. Like, this is the biggest thing is that they preach P3. He's a P3 athlete. He's never missed the same spot twice, and he's done it about 7 times now.
He's still going there too, and
Yeah.
that's what's interesting. Is I'm not sure who's calling pitches, if this is from a coach's perspective or pitcher catcher is calling the game, but you would like to see somebody in that dugout recognizing that the catcher needs to move in just a little bit to kind of help him out, even if it's just the glove approach, right? You can see him moving in there right here.
Yeah, he's inside now, but that's going to be low and in the. That'll walk in another run. Rough start to the inning. Nettinger still only 1 out, and now that brings up Mason Mon. He's hitting .250, limited at bats this year, only 13 plate appearances. 2 hits on the year, both singles, 2 RBIs as well. 500 on base, so he can work a walk here and there. Wonder what. As a coach, situational, like you see him miss in the same spot a lot, and they won't adjust. You just got to tell your guy not to swing at anything away, right? Like,
If I'm Washington right now,
yeah.
Oh, I'm taking till I probably even get 2 strikes.
I was gonna say,
yeah. I mean, unless it's a cookie, like your pitch to hit hard, I'm not swinging at just any strike here.
Oh yeah, I mean the single was on I want to say like a fastball down the middle, and like that's when I understand like Elbert, the first batter of the game, takes a nice little single. I mean it was kind of jammed, just over the head of the shortstop.
Yeah, but I'm not even looking.
Mason Mon.
I'm not even looking to do a, hit a single here. To be honest with you, if I'm in this situation where we're playing with house money, I'm trying to hit the ball off the wall.
Oh, yeah. That is a G.A.C from Mon there. Fouled that one straight back.
I'm not even, to be honest with you, I'm not even trying to be defensive if I get 2 strikes on me here, just because I don't want to hit into a easy ground ball double play because that's a good middle infield.
This is a great
I'm still trying to hit that baseball as far as I can.
Oh, for sure. The outfield, obviously, here to center field is a little bit bigger, so they are playing semi-shallow. You could, if you hit a ball hard enough, you're beating a center fielder here. If you hit it right, let's just say. Nenninger looking to work his way out of the inning with 1 out. 0-2 the count. Mon awaits the pitch. That one's going to miss high.
He's got good stuff, but this is the thing about pitching. So the one thing I've learned, this was actually somebody from we met doing a camp, and one of the things that he talked to me about was the importance of that season. I think we talked about it last week, was how much you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to have great games, guaranteed to have bad games. It's navigating everything in the middle.
Correct. You're going to have, this will be another pop-up. Collier calls for it, charging in. Baskets for the catch. Pardon me.
Did you get that one out there, sir?
Second out of the inning, recorded by the second baseman, Ollie Collier. Had to come in and basket catch that. I guess the wind is starting to pick up a little bit here.
The thing with stadiums is you start to get the spin of the wind, right? So you got one flag going one way, one going another way, and the tree's going somewhere else. So a ball gets up there, it just gets to swirling. You saw that here on the pop-up in no man's land, kind of pitcher, catcher, first baseman. First baseman needed to take that baseball, and even in that situation, that's first baseman's ball. He needed to move 10 feet.
Yep. Dean Missy, the catcher, hitting now. Yet to record a hit this season in 22 plate appearances. Still 273 on base, so he can work a walk. He'll take a first pitch strike there.
And that's what you try to preach from a young age playing baseball is no matter the position that you're playing, never give up on the baseball.
No, never. Unless you're called off, you go for it. Keep moving.
Keep moving, because everybody else in here paid for admission too, right?
Yeah.
The people playing on the field, they don't have to pay for admission, so stop watching.
Correct. That's a good. I like that point.
You never heard a coach say that?
No, actually.
Oh, man. If I get a player that's watching a baseball and not moving, I tell them to go buy a ticket.
That's fair.
Ain't no reason to spectate.
No, there's not, really. I mean, when I played outfield this fall, if a ball was hit, it didn't matter where it was hit. I'm taking a step towards it every single time. Just out of, I don't even know, habit maybe?
Oh, you never know.
Nenninger thrown 2 strikes in the zone here, so taking baby steps in the right direction to get himself out of the inning. It's 1-2. Missy takes that one low.
That's a good take.
That was a great take, 2 strikes. Obviously, I can't see how low that is here, but it looked below the knees, which is.
Yeah, that's fine. But 1-2 pitch, slider, good one.
Yeah, I mean he's got sharp breakers, so it's going to be
in the zone or over the 17 inches there. So
for sure. And he'll swing and miss at a slider low and in the dirt. 2-0 after the rough start from Nenninger. Washington leads. We'll be back here shortly. Today's broadcast is presented by the Sports Barn. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. We're going to jump right into the home lineup and then away defense. Leading off for North Point will be I can't read that handwriting.
probably number 7, Joe Gonzalez, maybe.
Nah, he's hitting in the 3 spot today. It'll be Brendan Dickherber. And then Tyler Kometz, Joe Gonzalez, Brady Eisenbath in the 4 spot, Ryan Cox hitting 5th, Max Chancellor, the DH, hitting 6th, Jaden Flores playing center field and hitting 7th, Alex Graham going to be hitting 8th, and Ollie Collier rounding out the order in the 9 spot. Now defense for your Washington Blue Jays, Henry Vetter on the bump, Drew Missy behind the plate. At first, Grant Hummel, Christian Galinas at second, Andrew Elbert at short, the other Galinas brother playing third base. That will be Ben. Mason Vaughn in right, Aiden May in center field, and Colton Carrier in left. Vetter is a name to talk about.
Yes, he is. We got to see him in the summertime, and he had pitched very well for this group. So I'm excited to see him again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, after working out with him all offseason, I saw a couple of his high-intent pens. I mean, he ran it up 93, 2, I believe, is his all-time PR indoors, but has struggled a little command-wise when we're talking just in general. He's 1-1 on the season, got a low ERA, 2.49. We'll talk more about him in a little while, but 14 walks, 36 strikeouts. So he's dialed it in a bit this year for sure, but he's got 9 hit batters.
Now, those are free passes, and we don't give free bases.
We do not
That's
like
a recipe
free bases.
for disaster.
That is correct. Now, stepping in the box, Brennan Dickherber, the right fielder. He's hitting 379.
He's just a junior, correct,
Yeah.
or is he a senior?
I think he's a junior, because I saw these kids when they played football when I was calling the game Liberty North Point. That was a great game. His final score like 51-48. Vetter's going to sail that first fastball high. Brian and I were talking about this earlier. Yeah, he can hit 93 indoors, but where's he going to be in game? And I think that's a big thing to him because, like, velocity doesn't matter nearly as much if you're not going to throw strikes. Is that little miss away? Because we have 2 big-time arms, but as shown by Justin Nenninger in that first inning, if you're not going to throw strikes, you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, he's down 2-0 for that reason.
Correct. It's 2-0 here for Vetter. Kicks, fires. That'll land in there. He's got such a funky leg kick. It's interesting.
Yeah, I always try to tell hitters not to look at stuff like this because if you start looking at that, it could throw off timing and various things like that. So you try to eliminate the leg stuff and just worry about ball separation.
Yeah, that is understandable.
Every single pitcher has to crack the egg, if you will.
Yeah.
You can't throw the baseball without cracking it out of your glove, right? And the ball has to be in the glove. So at some point, you have to break your hands.
Correct.
And that's when your rhythm can start as a hitter.
Yeah, I like that. That'll land. Strike 2.
That's a good take here. He gets sit dead red fastball.
Yeah. I will say he's got a good splitter at his back pocket. That'll be around the 80-mile-an-hour mark if he's where he should be. As that fastball miss high and away, it'll be a leadoff walk, and those can kill you, especially in high school baseball. Leadoff walks are the one thing to try and avoid. Fell behind, paid the price. Vetter now going to try and get a double play here out of Tyler Kometz, who himself is a heck of a ball player, hitting 311. And 16 runs scored, 19 hits, 13 singles, 5 doubles, a homer. The kid can just hit. Love to see that at the top of this order. That one caught the zone in the outer half.
I like to see what coaches are doing here and how they're going to manage and navigate a game down 2-0 early. Are they going to start the sacrifice bunt play here because he's a little bit wild? Are they going to try to let him move him over on by himself?
We'll try and pick off here.
That's the little cat and mouse that you like to see there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just a pick off to see if he may turn around, a bunt or a bunt attempt, try to tip their hand.
Yeah. Vetter obviously probably not his A pickoff move there, but they are going to show bunt. Vetter going to
That's a good bunt.
Gets it there
Safe.
just late is the throw from Vetter. He bobbled it a little on the way up. You got to think that millisecond there is what cost him there, and now he's got a great hitter in the box to face now, and in Joe Gonzalez. Sorry about that. He's hitting. Whoo. Let me tell you, Joe can hit. He's hitting 393 right now.
If you're going to wear a pair of 11s out on a baseball diamond, you better have some skills. And that's what he's wearing right now, little Jordan 11s.
He is. Those are – I love that for him, honestly. That's awesome. I mean, Brian, is he committed anywhere? Just let me know. Vetter gets ahead 1-0 here. can hear Coach Schmidt calling plays for North Point here.
He's got that bass in the voice.
Yeah, he does. You got to have that as a coach, though. You got to be loud.
You know me.
Yes. I know how you are. He's going to pop up a bunt caught by Vetter. He'll toss back to second.
That's tough.
Brendan trailed a little far off the base there. That's the one thing you can't do with a bunt, though. You got to get that down.
I
if
have
it's
a
high
difference of
fastball.
opinion right
That's
away.
fair. If it's a high fastball, you just pull back and take it.
We saw it last week, right?
We
Lead
did.
to a big double play ball, but
Yes.
you have a 3-hitter that's hitting 390, and he's
tell
a
him to
stud. Well, in this situation, probably not.
No, I wouldn't have him bunt here. But now we've got Brady Eisenbath.
But that's why he's your high school coach, and I'm sitting up here.
Correct. Oops, sorry about that. Eisenbath hitting 263. Couple of extra base hits. Gets on base 440 on the on base percentage. That's always nice to see. He's choked up on the bat, though. He's just trying to poke one here. That fastball is in there for strike 2. I like that. I like the umps calling. I like
This little
just like,
little flip of the hand.
I want to know where Vetter's at on the gun right now out of curiosity. Because, like, pickoff throw,
daylight
no
play,
one's
nobody
there. And the runners will advance second and third. The shortstop, Elbert, either didn't know the play.
Oh, that was definitely a daylight play. They missed it.
Yeah.
They missed a sign.
That's going to be tough.
That's usually a come set 1, 2, 3. Everybody turns and goes. Everybody's running back to the bag, and you snap throw it.
That's tough.
Well, that makes that bunt feel like it's a sacrifice now.
Yeah, it does. Still one out in the inning. 2 strikes on him. That close but no cigar. Chance to limit the damage by getting Eisenbath out, but then you got to deal with Ryan Cox, who's hitting well to start here in the middle of the season. That's going to be running inside, fouled back.
Yeah, that felt good.
A lot of lefties in this lineup for North Point. I just realized that.
Yeah, 3 of the top 5 hitters left-handed.
Left-handed, yeah.
Well, that's by looking at who is up and then on deck. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody else behind him is.
That's going to be fisted to the third baseman. The shortstop, Elbert, keeps it from heading to the outfield. So runners first and second because Gonzalez can't go anywhere. But is that fielder's choice or a single then?
That's a single.
I'd say so, yeah.
I mean, there was no attempt anywhere, right? So
No?
that's just one of those, as Coach Sissel would say, hit it where they ain't. And that's how you get things done.
That is one of my favorite phrases. I mean, because it can be used for literally anything. A double to the wall or a slow chopper on a shifted third baseman.
Yeah, that's a nice play to actually knock that. You keep that there on the infield, because if not, it's hit so slow that if he does overrun it or for whatever purposes, he probably scores from there from second base. Instead, he gets some help first and second. Now you got the force.
Yeah, and then Carrier's got to get on his horse to get to that ball. So it makes it an all more complicated play. So it was good on Elbert to get there. And now, yeah, you still have a double play ball intact here now. So maybe kind of a blessing in disguise. The 2-0 finds the strike zone. Vetter looking for a ground ball here. In the box is Ryan Cox. That rhymed. He's hitting .313 on the season. And that's going to chop to first base. Hummel steps on the bag and keeps the runner at third. So 2 outs now.
That left fielder never moved.
No.
He didn't move to the third base bag. He didn't move for a potential snap throw to first or second base.
If you're the left fielder there, you got to get to the line in case he decides to throw it and it goes wild. That's your ball.
I don't even care if he goes to the line. He needs to go somewhere.
Yeah, he just
Players, back up. If you're in the field, you have a job to do.
Always.
So if they would have tried to back pick him, or if they would have went there first initially, and tried to flip that, and that ball gets past, we're running for days.
Oh, yeah. Max Chancellor stands in the box. Chancellor hitting .344 here at the bottom of this lineup. .462 OBP. 11 hits, 6 singles, 4 doubles, and a homer. Kid hits a lot. It's nice to have, like, you'd think, like, if you don't know much about, like, the way coaches coach, you're going to think a guy like this is at the top of the order. I think it's smart to have him at the bottom because it can help turn the lineup over and get to that 9-hole guy, get to the 1 spot.
Yeah, we know average is one of those stats that it's not useless information, but it's not as important as it was in the 80s and 90s.
No, and this will be a chopper, second
play.
base on a fast runner. Galinas manages to get the out. Limits the damage is Vetter. That'll end the inning. Washington still in front 2-1. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back to today's broadcast. It's brought to you by the Sports Barn. Sports Barn, train like a champion. Our first player spotlight today will be for North Point. It'll be Gus Nenninger on the bump. He's on the bump today. Pitched in 6 games, now 21 innings, 3.73 ERA going into today. Limits the extra base hits really well. Only a double and triple, but 17 total hits given up. I mean, he's 1-2. But they face some really tough teams this year. I mean, you like what you see out of him. Hopefully the command is better than in that first inning. He threw 30 pitches, but he got himself a pretty long break, so hopefully he finds it here. What do you know about Gus, Mitch?
Well, he has to stay in the zone. I mean, we know that that's the obvious for every single pitcher that's in this game. But if he wants to, build on his stats, which that high ERA probably comes from the walks, and the free passes, and we have to get away from that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's our player spotlight brought to you by the Sports Barn. Gus Nenninger.
What do you think his nickname is?
Gus.
Gus's nickname.
Yeah,
Gus
his name is Justin. His nickname is Gus.
Oh, okay.
He's a Gus Bus, I think. Quick little read here. Thanks to the Hoots. The O'Fallon Hoots opening day is almost here. On May 26th, your Hoots take on the Cape Catfish to kick off the 2026 season. It's 2-a-day with $2 hot dogs, soda, and beer all night long. It's also the national anthem performance by St. Louis legend Charles Glenn. Be there, pack the house for CarShield opening day. Nenninger quickly ahead 0-2. Better start than last inning. He's working out of the windup. I don't think I saw him do that to start last inning. Get the swing and the miss from Aiden May here at the bottom of the lineup.
That's much more efficient than the last half inning that he pitched in, right? But you have runners on, you obviously have to pitch from the stretch. So that's maybe something to keep an eye out throughout this game goes. It looks like he starts back on that first base side, though. He moved back to that position on the rubber.
Strikeout, swinging, 3 pitches. Ooh, that breaker doesn't break and hits not Colton Carrier, my apologies, Andrew Albert in the back. I mean, of all the places to get hit, I guess that's not the worst.
I think I would much rather get hit in the thigh or a cheek.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And not on the face.
I've been hit in the head. I've been hit in the back. Been hit in the leg. I've also been hit in the arm. As scary as it sounds, in the helmet. Quick pickoff move, purely because it's a helmet.
No,
yes.
I want nothing to do with getting hit in the helmet.
I don't know why. Just it doesn't bother me as much.
I think it all makes sense now.
Nenninger.
Just kidding.
No, you're all good. It's probably true. Not sure.
I got scrambled eggs up there, buddy. So I don't want to take. I don't want to get hit with a feather in the head.
Hummel fouls one off. Who we have on first is Andrew Albert. He's got 7 stolen bases this year, but he's been caught stealing 3 times. So have to see if they want to send him or not. Nenninger working much quicker this inning. Again, 0-2 already. Runner goes in the dirt. Good throw, just late on the tag. And that'll be the 8th stolen base of the season for Andrew Elbert.
I like that by Washington's coach there and Coach Goff, and just taking a risk that he might flip it off speed up there and try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some luck played in when you steal. He throws a ball in the dirt. It makes your life easier. But, I mean, that was still a great recovery and throw from
Absolutely.
from Cox. So, I mean, that's a strong arm, too. Like, he's not exactly fun to run on.
I don't think so at all, because he showed it off in between, when he threw down in between innings, and I'm like, man, I want to see somebody run, because I like speed.
I like seeing a challenge.
I have a special place for catchers, so I want to see the young man throw it.
Honestly, I respect it. I love watching catchers throw it out, especially like the big league level. I mean, high-level catchers or catchers with good arms, good pop times are so much fun to watch.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation, because I watched a lot of baseball this last weekend, and
did he hold up?
No, he did not. Plate called it.
Plate called him safe.
No, he didn't. He called him out. Called strike 3.
Okay, well.
He gave his little sign.
Did he?
Yeah, gave his little sign.
I thought he was pointing. I mean, it's okay. Vetter steps in after the strikeout swinging from Grant Hummel. Couldn't hold up on the curveball in the dirt. Vetter back in the box. He sack bunted in the first. Still, he's got a 500 slug. He'll swing and a miss. Big swing up against the breaker. Bitch, you weren't here for this conversation, but a couple of weeks, or days ago, I'd say. Do you know who the baseball bat bros are?
Yep.
They will repost any guys who break bats. 3 hitters in the Washington lineup broke bats in the same game. Mr. Vetter being one of them. He'll chop this one. Third base side, tough play, bounces foul. Good read from Mr. Kometz. That had some spin on it. But he was one of the 3 who broke bats. And they got reposted, and I thought that was fun. But imagine being that lineup. You break 3 bats in one game. This is a tough day.
Well, first of all, I'm asking for some refunds. Where's my receipt at?
Honestly, imagine the warranty's out.
And then I'm tagging those guys and be like,
hook me up.
You sent me the wrong bat, you guys. Send me the shaved one. So I can get those exit speeds at 115, please. I'll take that guy.
You seen that though? That Will from the baseball hits 127 mile an hour exit velo with a drop 5.
Yeah, he's swinging up.
It was the Soldier Tank 3.
I'm 46 and I could hit 120s, and I'm out of shape. Put a -5 in my hand.
Oh yeah, drop 5s.
He's swinging a 32. He's a grown man. He played college baseball.
He sure did. His brother's in the minor leagues for the Rangers right now. He's mashing. Kid's hitting well. Vetter pops this up on the infield. Collier under it. Calling for the ball. The wind's in effect, but he makes a clean grab. Nettinger with a 10-pitch inning limits limits the damage, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back here shortly. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Washington still leads 2-1. This is the matchup in the first game of the G.A.C. Central. This is sponsored by the Sports Barn. Sports Barn, train like a champion. We're going to jump into our second player spotlight for the Washington Blue Jays. Sponsored by the O'Fallon Hoots. It'll be Henry Vetter on the bump for them today. Jack State commit, big-time arm. Hits 2. Kid's hitting 372 right now. I mean, he just popped up, but still hits well, throws hard. Now a little over 20 innings pitched so far this year. A 2.49 ERA. He's 1-1. He's started 5 games. This will be his 6th. Pardon me, sorry. Only 10 hits allowed. None for extra bases. 36 strikeouts to 14 walks. That's a good ratio. A whip at 1.2, which is pretty impressive. But the biggest thing I see is the 9 hit batters.
The 9 hit batters. Yeah, but he's got a good sinker. He's got a nice little bit of run to that two seam that he throws, and that's probably the pitch that's hitting guys.
Yeah.
So take it for what it's worth. But I like that he's throwing inside.
Yes.
Whether or not it's an accident or not, throw it inside.
Yeah, dude, I love Henry. When I first met him at P3, we were chatting, and I'm like, how hard do you throw? Like, just trying to get to know the guy, right? Because, he's a big kid, obviously. He's in the G.A.C State gear all the time. So how hard do you throw? He's like, I hit 93 this summer. I'm like, really? Yeah, like a video? He's like, yeah. He shows me the video. He hits a kid in the head.
With a helmet on, I hope.
With the helmet on, but it was 93. And I'm like, okay. Oh, first pitch, drills.
On cue, right? Yeah.
That sure is. Drills Jaden Flores with a first pitch fastball. Here's what I will say. The opponent batting average against, when they get to have an at-bat, is a 145.
He's doing all right there.
Yes, he is. Well, that's your player spotlight, sponsored by the O'Fallon Hoots. Opening day right around the corner on May 26th. The O'Fallon Hoots are ready to take on the Cape Catfish. It's $2 Tuesday, featuring $2 tickets and concessions for just $2. Round up your crew. Enjoy a night of affordable, family-friendly fun at the ballparks. Get your tickets now. The O'Fallon Hoots opening day, May 26th. There's a first pitch strike. That's an adjustment. Alex Graham might have just backed out a little bit there on that first pitch. You see that? He stepped away when he threw the ball.
Well, I think that was one of those things where he was like, man, I wish I'd have that one back, because that you don't let thigh-high fastballs go.
No, I don't care how hard you hit it, especially, or how hard you throw, especially as a high schooler. If you can barrel one, or if you're a good hitter, especially because, Graham's hitting well this year from what I understand. He looks concerned. He's hitting 313 right now. Like, the kid can catch up to a fastball. And if you're a good high school hitter, you're going to hit in that 300 spot or 300 average. You got to be able to catch up to a fastball, and he does right there. It's kind of a shallow pop fly into left. Not a great read by Carrier out there. That looked playable.
So I could tell you right now, looking at Coach Goff's expression and body language, he thinks the same.
That should have been I wasn't the greatest outfielder by any means. But if it's in, I'm going to try and do my best to catch that ball. Like, closing speed, you got to just charge that and get after it. Like, the wind, especially on a ball not hit very high, is not going to have that crazy of an effect. Second baseman, Ollie Collier in now.
Yeah, the things that you worry about in these situations are things like turf. It kicks the turf. It's going to kick out left and right, or it's going to continue to roll. You don't want to – you'd rather play it safe. But in that situation, like you said, it was hit soft. But the center fielder didn't move.
No, that's – Collier shows bunt.
So, you could chalk that up. Maybe that was the right decision to make, because if he does boot it, it gets away. There's nobody behind him.
That is true. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Collier stepping in. He's hitting 317. He showed bunt first pitch. It was a strike on the outer half of the plate. Knocks this one down. No one's at first. Second baseman manages to get there in time. There's a collision. He should be out.
No.
The ball just everywhere right now. The throw to the plate is late, and 2-run score on the play. North Point takes the lead 3-2. The umpires are going to talk. Second baseman Galinas is down. That was not a friendly collision.
Well, I got a lot. I got a lot about that. Is that obviously at the end of the day, you hope that the young man's okay, but that's one of the scariest plays in baseball. Is leaving the kid out kind of to dry, but kind of knowing where you're at in space, right? If he can get to a spot, on the ball field to, put himself in position to clear the bag or work through it. It's one of the things that I used to love about watching Albert Pujols play first base. if the throw took him inside or to through foul territory, he would work through the bag and catch it moving through the bag so that he would allow the player to kind of run through instead of hang out there. I think he hung out just a little bit too long on the bag expecting something to happen.
So I think
you can't do that.
The concerning part of that was he had to step on the middle of the bag to catch that ball.
He didn't have to.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I mean, he moved through the bag, stepped on the middle as he caught the ball, but then he just kind of stood there, which I guess is what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
You got to remember, too, I grew up watching baseball in the 80s and 90s when you could really play the game a particular way, and you did not hang out in the middle of the bag.
No.
And nowadays it seems like that's we're not doing a good enough job on teaching kids get to the corners and clearing space and being safe as we receive. If he'd have just continued to work through that, he'd have completely whiffed the guy.
Oh, yeah.
It might have been close and scary, but at the end of the day, he just caught the ball, stood on the bag, and then tried to move on from there. Yeah. And that's on him. That's not on the base runner. The base runner has to run through the bag.
We calling those both those runs are unearned, right? Because
unfortunately, it's an error on the second baseman there.
I was going to say error on the second baseman, and then another error on the throw over from I don't even know who threw to third, but
the second baseman.
No. Did Hummel come over? Yeah, Grant Hummel came over to throw that. Okay, they're going to show bunt here again. Oh, Collier almost hung out to dry at second base.
Yeah, he slipped.
Yeah, good throw back from Missy behind the dish.
They also called him safe at first base on the play. They did call him safe. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Well,
the batter moved to second base.
I did not. It did look like he was out from my vantage point, but then I saw the ball pop out of the glove, and then it's just like, I don't know what to say there. Almost threw it back again. Dick Herbert's really trying to move the runner here. They're dead red set on this bunt play, apparently.
Well, in high school baseball games, or high school baseball wins a lot of baseball games.
Sure does.
You can ask Howell and West. They like to
bunt.
Bunt.
That's going to be fun tomorrow then. He's hitting 380. I would think they might let him swing it here. This will drop. Vetter, not exactly the smoothest play. Hummel slips on the turf. It's by him into right field. Collier scores easy. Dick Herbert standing at second watches the throw in. Rough chain of events here for North Point. Or not North Point, Washington, pardon. A lot of good things for North Point here.
Yeah, Coach Goff going to head out and just make sure the boys are settled down.
Yeah, that I think that might be a little bit of nerve play after that collision at first.
Probably not. You got a young man that's going to Jacksonville State or whatever it is, Jacksonville State.
Jack State.
Jack State.
Jack State's in Alabama.
Jacksonville.
No, Jacksonville's in Florida. Jack State is Alabama. I had to look this up.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacksonville State, but it's in Alabama. All I see when he wears the gear is Jack State. So that's
the D1 school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With
the Gamecocks.
Beezer, old Mizzou coach.
Really?
Yeah, I had a guy that served our country as a Marine. Actually came back from service and started playing baseball again. He went there out of high school, got healthy, had some arm issues, got healthy, came back though like mid nines, and ends up playing college baseball. Went to Louisville, played a season at Louisville, and then was their pitching coordinator. Then went to go work for Beezer, and now is in the Kansas City Royals organization. And they showed the Armed Forces Day hat, and he got one. It's slick because he's down at the Naturals in the organization. The new Armed Forces Day hats are slick, and you guys know if you pay attention to my show on the Hitting Zone podcast, I like my New Era baseball hats.
Dude,
as I'm wearing a New Era shirt.
I have too many hats.
No, you do not.
I think I have 50 hats. I think I do.
I have 50 hats that I haven't even put out.
Okay, that's fair.
For display.
That's fair. I have not that many hats. I have 50 in total. Komet's in. He's going to show bunt.
Bless you.
Thank you.
This is the thing that with high school baseball that you see, on playing against certain teams that have troubles maybe defending the bunt. They're just going to continue to do it until you stop it.
They'll just lay it on you. The third baseman isn't even playing shallow. He's playing at the base because they keep doing this. They bunt it right back to the pitcher. Missy's going to have a tough play at first. He's going to be safe. That's a base hit or a bunt single for Tyler Kometz. That's tough. I mean,
yeah, they're good bunts too. It's like
third baseman didn't even I understand that there's a runner going to third, but that's the shortstop who should go third. Third baseman should crash. No.
No, I mean you could play that with the left-handed hitter up because it's easier for him to bunt there, but he's also got to defend the steal. So you saw him in a little 45-degree angle to cover any kind of steals and a push bunt, if you will.
Yeah.
So be it. Your pitcher's athletic enough to cover the line.
I'd say so. Yeah. No. Henry's an athlete for sure.
I would try to take it away and just have the second baseman move to the shortstop position and shortstop play over for that play, but just with the lefty hitter up.
Okay, I get where you're going with that. Joe Gonzalez in the box now. They had him try and lay one down in the first at bat of his. He ended up popping out to the pitcher, correct? Yep. He popped out to the pitcher on an attempted bunt. You going to let him swing away here now?
No, he can do whatever he wants. Okay. Clearly, whatever he wants to do is working, right? And check on a runner there. And I mean, at this point now you're up. You probably let your best hitter do his thing, but
that's what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't be shocked if they push bunt again to the first base side.
Fair enough. I will say, on that pickoff play to first, third baseman didn't even try and get back to the bag. I mean, the runner didn't move, but still, I'd at least motion over. On third base is Brendan Dickherber. He's got a little bit of speed behind him. So, I mean, could be an interesting play here. Ooh, that buzzes halfway up the tower.
Halfway up the tower.
I was going to say, it's not at his head, but it went close. It got close. On first is Kometz, as he legged out that bunt single. So he's got a little bit of wheels behind him. Quick pickoff move. Safe at first. This North Point dugout just got loud. They've got a little energy behind him now.
That's what happens when you don't have to hit a ball more than 15 feet and got 3 runs on the board.
Yeah, that is true. Runner goes, throws straight through, cut off. Okay, they were under in the seat. They didn't let it go all the way through. Cut off by Albert. Short, see if the runner third would try and go.
That's a little bit different of a first and third situation that I've seen before with the shortstop being the cut, but hey, that's just trying to play your odds there. At least he threw the baseball. I get over the not throwing it and just eating it and just giving free bases away.
We had that conversation last week. That's a single through the 5-hole.
Here we go.
They're going to hold Kometz. 1 run scores. A single, a big-time single from Joe Gonzalez will put North Point up by 3. 4 runs across in the inning. That's big time. North Point's making better work now. He's at 38 pitches. I mean, Nettinger's at 44, but he had that long first, and now Vetter's having himself a long second.
Well, we saw it in the first inning that if you're going to give free bases, and everybody has to understand, free bases, not just your walks, not just your hit by pitches. You have to execute on defense, and if they're not going to make the plays that they should have made, this is why we're in this situation. So, some of this is, on them, but you make a pitch and you can get a double play ball here. Maybe you give up the extra run. You're down 6-2. Start over, 2 outs. Get that third one.
Yeah. Vetter pumps in the first pitch strike. Going to the bullpen is the lefty Warnicki. He's going to warm up for Washington. He's 1-0 on the season, but he's only come out of relief. He's come out of relief 7 times, only started 1 game. He's thrown 11 in the third. This one's fouled
That's back at us. Make a play.
Just above the head.
Oh, right here. Where'd it go?
I think it's actually on the roof.
Did it hit a net?
Yeah. Brady Eisenbaugh back in the box. He has a single tonight.
It did. I didn't even hear nothing.
I wonder if that's like behind us.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. Warnicki's got a 3.0 ERA. Only 6 hits allowed on the season and 11 in a third inning. So if he gets to come in this inning, he should be a bit of a different look for this lefty-heavy lineup.
Yeah, it's going to come down to doing the same thing as him being able to make pitches as well.
Yeah.
I think the field umpire just kind of asked the North Point dugout to
quiet down.
Yeah, either keep it quiet or make it about them.
I respect that. That misses high. Vetter's changed up the mechanics here. He's quick pitching. His leg kick's almost gone now.
Well, you got a runner at first base, right? So you got to be a little bit quicker to the mound.
To the plate?
To the plate, sorry.
He's already there, actually. Runner goes. This one's to the backstop. Kometz will score head first slide. That's now 5 runs in the inning for North Point. 5 hits total. I believe 4 of them in the inning. Vetter at 42 pitches now. He's throwing a handful of them here in the inning. Working a really good at-bat now, Brady Eisenbach. It's 2-2. Runner on second, Joe Gonzalez. That's a swing and a miss. A strikeout for Vetter. Finally records an out after a lengthy couple of minutes here. Ryan Cox, the catcher, stands in. He grounded out to the first baseman back in the first. It's in there for strike 1. Been a tough inning for Washington here.
And this is the difference when you saw in the first inning with bases loaded.
Gonzalez takes third pretty easily. Had to throw, beat by a couple of steps.
Very easily.
That was like, were they even holding him on?
Not really.
That's what happens when your defense gets lackadaisical. They're going to steal on you all day. I mean, Gonzalez only has, oh no, he has 11 stolen bases this year, but he's been caught stealing once. But yeah, he'll run on you, no question. If they miss another one to the backstop, he's taken home easy. He's going to get a big lead here, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess this is probably close to his last batter.
Yeah, Vetter's going to be done here shortly, sadly, but it's what happens when you throw 50 pitches in less than 2 innings. Ground ball, first base side. Gonzalez faked going back, and Hummel didn't do a good enough job holding the runner there, or checking the runner. So another run will score for North Point on a ground out to first.
Well, he did everything that he was supposed to do. He looked him back, he froze him, but he turned his back to the play, which is not what you teach. You need to run to the line, you tag him, and then you keep the play in front of you.
I was just about to say.
So if he goes home, you throw it.
I think in my brain I would go line tag instead of going to the base, just because you'll beat Ryan there either way. Now
Yeah, but it's not Ryan. Right, it's Gonzalez that you need, that you're worried about. You're not worried about the guy. There's no reason to turn around and run away from him when he's running into you.
No.
But I don't know if that's his primary position either.
Grant, no, he's an outfielder. But they want him. I mean, I guess they just needed another first baseman.
Well, in high school baseball, some small schools you have to do what you got to do.
Yep. Max Chancellor in the box now. He grounded out to the second baseman to end the first inning. That's 2-1 on him. Warnicki still warming up in the bullpen for the Washington Blue Jays. Vetter misses wide. They're going to try and get him to finish the inning, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pull him if he lets this guy reach. Base is empty. Swing and a miss. They'll get Max Chancellor swinging for the final out of the second inning. Lots of damage done by North Point. They lead 7-2 after a lengthy second. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back, Prime Sports Midwest, your favorite destination for all things baseball. Tonight's games are brought to you by Prime Sports Midwest, your favorite destination for all things baseball. From top gear to expert advice, they help players get game ready. That's Prime Sports Midwest. Alrighty, Gus Bus back out on the bump for North Point after a long inning in the dugout for him. I'm sure he's feeling rested. He's thrown a lot of pitches here through 2, 44 to be exact, but I think after that last he threw 10 pitches in the second. So I think he's probably feeling reset, threw a lot of strikes that inning. Did he strike out almost struck out the side in the second? Oh, wait, we're on the wrong.
Yeah,
All good.
having a short inning or having a long inning like that's not always always comfortable. If he's behind a little bit, it could be a struggle for him.
It's a strikeout, a pop out, and a strikeout for the 3 outs of the inning with a hit by pitch mixed in there. So he had a really quick inning despite the hit batsman. So Nettinger looking to keep it efficient, and now that he's got a big lead to work with, I'm sure he's going to be a little more comfortable out on the bump. Leading off the inning will be Ben Galinas, brother of Christian, who got hit over at first earlier. Thankfully, he's all right. He'll land a first pitch strike. Ben hitting .318, a handful of extra base hits, 9 singles, 14 hits total. Hitting pretty well, .333 OBP. Big dog in the box. He'll swing and miss. Had a breaker away. Gus is feeling himself now.
He looks much better than the first inning.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Galinas down 0-2. Gus kicks, fires. Foul ball.
That's one of the things, with high school baseball that you don't typically have a pitching coach that is over there watching your bullpens as you're getting loose, so you don't know what what they're going through, in their routines getting prepared for a game. And so, maybe he was just wasn't all the way ready to go.
Yeah,
looks good now.
Entirely possible. I think he's kind of figured himself out. The only team I've seen that actually has had something like that was Howell Central last year. Their JV head coach, a varsity assistant coach, when he could make those games, was also one of the Fenton location for P3's pitching coordinators. So like performance coaches, if you will, he would be with them, and that's why that Howell Central staff last year looked so sharp when they were on. That'll be a strikeout swinging for Nettinger, his 4th of the game. Foul tip. Strikeout, foul tip. Caught by the catcher. 4 Ks on the day now for Mr. Nettinger. Again, looking sharp ever since that first.
Yeah, and he was just missing glove side, and so whatever he did to make that adjustment, because he's back at the first base side of the rubber here from the windup at least.
Is likely just arms a little ahead of everything else there. Lands another first pitch breaker. He's pitching backwards, and he's doing it really well. He's throwing breakers to start the at-bat. He's landing them for strikes. He's found his groove here. That one popped first base side. Will it stay in play? Hustling for it, or Collier, Eisenbeth, and Dick Herber, but none can make the play. And it'll landed in play. Bounced out. Good effort from the North Point defense, though.
Everybody losing their hats.
It's a little windy now.
That's because they were running so fast.
So fast.
Like Lightning McQueen.
I am speed.
We'll chalk that one up on the day. It's a freebie. Ooh.
Ooh, foul. I thought that sounded like it was off the hand, but I guess that bat, it's the Icon, the old one, so that one sounds like.
Well, I can tell you he didn't sell it.
No, he did not. I would have been like throwing the bat, flipping my hand.
Yeah, he didn't give his best Derek Jeter and leave his batting glove on so they couldn't see it.
It's Colton Carrier now, the 5-spot hitter. He'll swing and miss, and that's the 5th strikeout, 2 in a row. Or sorry, 3 strikeouts in a row now if you're counting the last inning for Nettinger. Oh, sorry, 2. Never mind, he ended that inning on a pop-up. What a shame. Now stepping in, Christian Galinas. Glad to see he's all right. Sorry. Something funny, Mitch?
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, I like to have fun.
The random noises that are just happen.
It's just how I roll at this point. I'm so used to calling like everything for my high school. This is just fun to me.
Well, it should be. You're doing a good job.
I love doing this. Chopper, fair territory. Kometz launches a throw. Picked well by Eisenbath. Quick inning. Once more, Gus Bus has himself a good inning. That'll keep North Point in front 7-2. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. We got our second player spotlight of the game, sponsored by the O'Fallon Hoots. It's Andrew Elbert for the Washington Blue Jays. He is their shortstop. Only hitting .216 on the year, but he's got a .370 OBP. He's got a homer. Kid hits the ball really hard, and as you said earlier, Mitch, he's not really used to being in this leadoff position. It's kind of foreign to him, a little new. He did have that single to lead off the game, so he's adjusting well.
Yeah, and again, if you know, he's never hit in that position or he's never been counted on to be that, you know, it can be tough, you know, on a kid. But again, how do we know he hasn't hit in some bad luck?
Yeah, that
you know
is
what I mean?
always true.
It's one of those things where, I mean, 216 is an indication that he's probably having some struggles, right? But almost having a 400 OBP, the kid's putting himself in positions to be successful, or his team, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what matters.
It is.
You can get on base 40% of the time, we're doing good things.
Yep. On the pitching side of things, he's pitched in 6 games, started 3 of them. He's 0-2 on the season. In 15 innings pitched, he's got a save, 8 runs allowed, 5 earned, so a 2.39 ERA and 16 total hits, but none going for extra bases. So he's all right on the mound. He's got 12 walks, 14 strikeouts, so you'd like to see a little bit more strikeout and a little less walk, but at least he's not, 30 walks, 15 strikeouts. Could always be worse.
He wouldn't be pitching if that was the case.
Correct. Anyways, that is our player spotlight, sponsored by the O'Fallon Hoots. Andrew Elbert, there's more than just baseball this season with your O'Fallon Hoots. Don't miss fan favorite nights like Bark on the Park, Military Appreciation Night, and Team USA Night, and Youth Sports Appreciation. It's nonstop fun all summer long with something for everyone at the ballpark. Check the schedule and plan your next night out with the Hoots. Just a reminder, their opening day, May 26th. It'll be a $2 Tuesday, so tickets are going to be $2.
$2 sweets?
Yeah, those ones though.
Oh.
Not edible. Remember.
That's the one. That's what I'm looking for.
Colton Warnicki on the bump now. The lefty for Washington pitches with the 2-1-8 team, like we were talking about earlier pregame, Brian. So it'll be fun to see him work here. He's another P3 athlete. He's a pretty sharp left-hander. That's going to be singled up, lined up the middle, caught by the center fielder, May. Caught the end of the bat there just a little bit. I'm surprised that Atlas didn't break.
Oh, boy. You watch too much Bat Bros.
Well, when we were calling Rockwood Summit Marquette earlier, we saw it. Anyways.
It was?
Yeah.
You've seen – that's a lot of broken bats in one year.
Yeah. Now in the box will be Alex Graham. He singled earlier and scored. It's first pitch strike from Warnicki.
We got to see Warnicki last year, and he was the POG for Washington last year, and he had a really nice outing.
That's a good breaker.
That's going to come back. Not enough.
Stay in the lawn down the left field line there. Dude, it is a beautiful day for baseball.
Great day.
It is. The prairie, not the lawn. 78 degrees, sunny, a little bit of wind. Beautiful out right now.
I could just hear my neighbor right now. Get off my lawn.
Swing and a miss by the bat of Alex Graham. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Mr. Warnicki.
That's what Warnicki just said, too. Get off my lawn, young man. Get out of here. I'm a senior.
That was a little Louisiana Bayou, I'm not going to lie.
I think he just threw off speed.
Yeah, he threw an off-speed.
Yeah, that's not Bayou.
Nah, he was late.
That doesn't count.
Now in the box.
Heaters only.
Mr. Ollie Collier. Dude, that name gets me every time. It's like, it's kind of funny, actually. They just took their last name and chopped off the ends. His name's Ollie. It's a great name. Good football player.
What position?
I think he was a wide receiver. I could be wrong. That North Point game is engraved in my brain because it was 4.5 hours this year. Again, final score 51-48. It was long, and then the drive home afterwards, I was in shock because it was such a great game. Because, we went to North Point for it, so it was fun. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Collier going to try and stay alive, but Warnicki making quick work now. That one inside, heads to the bullpen. That pitcher can't field his position. Don't know who that is, but that'll end up in left field.
North Point was giving him the business.
That was funny. North Point waiting on it.
That whole thing was a disaster. He didn't even come down the mound. He's just letting it roll up. And usually, you know how often it takes a bad hop and bounces up and is going to hit you right in the belly button?
Yeah, very much so.
And this time it's just like
Warnicki, the 1-2, fouled. Down the right field line, stays foul. 11 pitches in the inning, 2 outs for Warnicki. Collier working a bit of an at-bat here. That one pops out of his hand just a little too soon. Warnicki now 2-2. Just needs one more. And doesn't get it there. Collier able to hold up on the high fastball.
I wasn't exactly sure what he was calling. I thought he was pointing to him to say that he swung, because that's usually what you see.
I heard that he didn't swing.
You get the safe call.
Yeah. I was confused there for just a second. Didn't know where we were going. 3-2 the count. And that'll miss outside. Warnicki walks Collier. Turns over the lineup. We've got Brendan Dickherber, who is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk and scored, and then reached on an error by the pitcher Vetter, and he scored off that as well. So now it's a lefty-on-left matchup. A bit of a different look for Brendan as he steps in the box for the 3rd time. Good first pitch in there. And Missy just decides to miss his target.
We call those whoopsies.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to put whoopsies. Just, whoops, didn't mean to do that. The 0-1 runner goes. It's a breaker. Can't get a grip on it. Doesn't throw it. Is the catcher, Drew Missy.
If you just commit with a lefty on the mound and you got that kind of speed, just go.
Yeah.
First moves, something moves, flinches, whatever, you just take off. Because they do the high leg kick 99% of the time, right? So you're probably still in it even if he throws over.
Mm-hmm. He's going to call his catcher out to the mound. I wonder if they're going to change up the signs here. We're 1-1 on Brendan Dickherber. Now 1-2. Trying to end the inning now, Warnicki. Where do you think he goes with this?
I think he should throw another changeup.
Okay. He's thrown 17 pitches in the inning. They've already got someone else going in the bullpen. I think they're going to try and limit the amount he has to throw because they probably want him for tomorrow, too. Gets it by him. with the heater. That'll end the inning. Damage limited by Warnicki. A good inning. Strikes out the side. We'll be back here shortly. Today's broadcast is presented by the Sports Barn. From individual training to team programs, camps, and tournaments, the Sports Barn gives players a place to develop their skills, compete, and take the next step. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. Back on the bump for North Point, still Gus Bus. Dealing out there after that first inning. Only 2 hits and 2 runs so far. So I think he's going to have himself a solid start if he keeps going here. But he's at 55 pitches here in the fourth.
You have another 10-pitch inning.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
give yourself 5.
Yeah, that's
strong.
about normal, right? About
Yeah.
12 pitches an inning there. 13 pitches an inning.
Kind of eliminate that long first because he's had such short back-to-back innings, and he's getting the bottom of the order here. You're going to have Mason Maughan, Dean Messi, and then Aiden May here at the bottom of the order. So between the 3 of them, that's 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. So hopefully Gus is likely looking to make quick work of him here. Good first pitch take from Mason Maughan. Looks at that slider low away. He'll yank another fastball away there.
This is what you like to see from Washington, is actually coming up here and maybe just making a small adjustment, especially at the last guy in the lineup, to kind of take till you get a strike. Let's get his pitch count over 70 by the time the inning ends.
That's likely the goal because that'll buzzes the tower at that fastball. It's likely the goal purely just to get him out of the game. Obviously, you guys they've kind of struggled ever since that first inning to get hits off of him in a row. So likely looking to get a new arm into the game, a fresh look from the Washington side of things for a hitter there. Now 3-1 the count. I mean, but also if you look at North Point and who they have pitching-wise, like Joe Gonzalez can go in there. Won't, but he can. Alex Graham throws it well. Jamison Brown has thrown 22 innings. He's good. They've only used him out of the bullpen twice, and that'll be a 5-pitch walk for Mason Maughan. And there's another leadoff walk. Stepping in the box, Dean Missy. Still yet to record his first hit this season, which isn't what you like to see at this point in the season, but if he's a good enough defensive catcher. Faking the snap throw was the catcher, Ryan Cox. And that dive back was kind of fun because he just barely got to the bag.
Little Willie Mays Hayes starts swimming for it.
God, I love that movie so much.
I'm just happy you know the movie.
My dad made me watch that when I was like 14, and it's like been engraved in my brain. It's something I'll watch in class. Like we have a study hall period every Thursday that's an hour and a half long. And it's like if I've got nothing to do, I'm turning on that.
I'm like that you said study hall, just to make sure everybody knows that high school students are not watching TV during class.
I'm definitely not. I would definitely never do that ever at all.
Ever.
No, never.
Right. Stop winking.
That's what I do in my financial algebra class.
Oh, man. Let's not go there.
I skipped that class today, actually. And a 4-pitch walk from Nettinger gets 2 on, 1 in scoring position. Dean Missy takes another walk. He's got a handful of walks on the season now. 4 walks to 10 strikeouts. He's been hit 3 times. That's where his OBP is kind of coming from, though he still hasn't recorded a hit. He's got a 280 OBP, but he hasn't recorded a hit yet. It's tough. They're going to courtesy run for him. That is Sam Obermark. He has a stolen base this year. So
He ain't going anywhere now, I can tell you that.
no, probably not. He's got a runner in front of him. They did send someone out to the North Point bullpen. Two someones, actually. Purely based off of me having played with him. One of those looks to be Jamison Brown.
One is Alex White.
Okay. Well, they've got in a pickle Mason Maughan. Obermark's headed to second. Now he's going to go back to. What is he doing? I would get to second, Obermark. That's a double play for North Point because there was miscommunication on the base path. Both runners ended up at second. This is huge for the North Point pitching staff. No double play. Who's out? Who's out here? The umpires are going to confer, chat with coach. They're both out. That's what I thought. You can't have that. If you're Obermark, you go to second. If you're Maughan, you get out at third and deal with it. And
Well, you just don't. It doesn't matter where you get out. You just let him get to
let
second
him
base.
get
He
to
was
second.
already there.
He was there. Why'd you go?
Well, it comes down to inexperience, and that's okay. You have to learn that the thing about high school baseball is when you make this mistake, and Coach Goff's going to have a conversation with him. He's going to go tell him there's a strike there.
Strike in there to Aiden May. Now he's hitting with 2 outs and nobody on, which changes everything as a hitter now. Like you had 2 guys on for you, and you're ahead in the count 1-0, and now instantly Gus is 10 times more comfortable, and he can just get back to what he was doing.
Well, you just go back to you hope that he learns, right? So just it's a crucial situation, but if this play comes out tomorrow, they need to execute. I don't know where he was going on the bunt play. Their batter was bunting, and he was at a shortstop, and they just ran behind him and picked him off.
Yeah, that's tough stuff. As May fouls this one back.
But these things need to be taught in going into high school. These are things that I think sometimes you take for granted, and maybe you don't practice them enough, but kids should need to know this stuff by the time they're 13, 14 years old. That's a middle school baseball play that needs to be discussed. And I'm not calling the kid a middle school player.
No. Dropped third strike, and the throw down is going to be bobbled. Step on first if you're May. It looked like he missed it there for a second, but it'll be strikeout and runner on first. So Gus is going to have to work his way through this one with the top of the order now. Andrew Elbert on. He's got a single and a hit by pitch this game. So he's reached base both times.
Yeah, he could have used that. I will say this much, though. It's a nice job for Washington to kind of put them in position to maybe get this young man out of the game by having 70 through, plus pitches, through the fourth inning here.
I will say when Brian and I were talking about pitch count pregame here, we talked about how Vetter, like the one falter in his game is the command sometimes is just lacking. Like, yeah, he throws hard, but sometimes the walk bites him. Today it was more so defensively, but we were talking about the length you were going to get out of your starter, and it's like, is he only going to give you 3 and a couple thirds innings? And he gave less than 2 innings, which is always tough, especially out of a guy you consider, I would say, is the ace of that Washington team.
Yeah, and what you see here is still he's going to have to learn. He's still, even though he is going to play Division I baseball, he's still going to have to learn. He's going to have to put in the time to learn how to deal with bunt situations. And this is some of the problems that I have with turf, the way that the ball's kind of skipped and turned off of them. And it's just you have to practice a lot. You have to practice on the field that you play on and the surfaces. It's why it's interesting if you still have those teams that play on the natural surfaces and they come out here and play on turf.
Here's what I'll say. Washington's home field is turf.
They should know.
Yeah, I was like, my brain goes, they play on turf. They should really be ready for it. Like, if anything, North Point plays on a all dirt, grass infield, but all dirt field. Good block by the catcher. Cox there. Keeps that one in front as both the Zumwalt East and Timberland teams have arrived now. Ready for the other game after this. That's going to be a good one. Little preview there. You got Parker Sansone going for Timberland. He'll be a good junior arm this year. Has been. And then runner goes. Good throw. Collier can't scoop it. And safe at second will be Aiden May.
He's disappointed.
Yeah, he
You can
is.
tell when you stand there, you got your hands on your hip and glove hanging that he's hats up. He's like, whoop, I need to make a better throw there to get him out.
That's 7 stolen bases now, or not 7. That's the wrong guy. May now has his first stolen base on the season.
In April.
We are midway through the season. Hey, at least he's doing it. That's going to go to the third baseman. Scoops, throws. Good toss. That'll end the inning. No damage done. North Point stays in front 7-2. We'll be back shortly. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. Tonight's broadcast is presented by the Sports Barn. Work like that doesn't just happen. It comes from structured training and consistent reps, and that's exactly what the Sports Barn is built for. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. There are 2 locations for the Sports Barn. The west one in Wentzville, Missouri on Highway N. The other one, Sports Barn East, Wood River, Illinois. You can figure out which one's closest to you. Sportsbarn.org is the website. We'd like to thank the Sports Barn for sponsoring our streams here tonight. Alrighty, Warnke going out for his second inning work. He looked good in that last inning. I will say North Point got really lucky on the to get out of that inning so quickly with the base running blunder from Washington. That was huge. Leading off the inning will be Tyler Kometz, the third baseman. He recorded the final out of the last inning.
Always love it when the coaches are talking kind of in between innings and they have to run out to the field.
Dude,
you got a grizzled vet out there that has to take off running.
It's my favorite to watch.
He doesn't go anywhere fast.
Nah, he'll take his sweet time. First pitch fouled straight back into the net by Kometz. This has been okay. Ignoring that second inning from Vetter, this has been a tight game in a sense, right? Like once the pitching kind of figured out. I mean, ever since that first, Nenninger's been locked down.
Well, this is, again, going to how you navigate. You navigate at bats like this. You navigate innings like this, games like this, and then seasons like this. You always have givens and everything, right? You're going to have a good inning, a bad inning. And you go out and
Early strike 3 for Warnke, his third strike out of the game.
You know, you go up and you have what is a successful first inning, you come right back out, and then you make a couple defensive mistakes and, you know, kind of wheels fall off. Well, you chalk that one up as one of those days that's
Tough
the
one.
bad one.
Yeah.
So that one you can mark off the list.
Yeah, for sure. Warnke tries to land a backdoor breaker. I like his usage of that breaker. He's got that little curveball, slider curveball.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw him last year, he did the same thing. When he came in to pitch for Washington, he's all over. I like his changeup.
Mm-hmm. He's a very high IQ pitcher. And maybe that's because the coaches are calling or the catcher's calling, and you can leave it down to that. But also, I still just think he has good general knowledge of the game and how to go around pitching to certain guys. Now, Joe Gonzalez in here. Kid's hitting near that 400 mark. So.
Well, I think that's just him, his compete, right?
Yeah.
And so if you think about his competing, it might be a little different. Mm-hmm. And it's as a coach, you're always like, I need that kid that has to compete with the stuff that Vetter might have. And I'm not saying that Vetter doesn't compete, but the key is
he's got to be able to win back in at bats. Like
yeah.
If you start in at bat 3-0, that's lined up the middle for Joe Gonzalez, his second base hit of the afternoon. Yeah, when it comes to like a guy with Vetter, so he does compete, but he just wasn't able to work back in at bats today when he started, behind 3-0 quickly. And Warnke quickly out of this inning after recording just one out. They'll bring in Lucas Howell.
It's got to be the shoes.
It's got to be the shoes.
Them Jordan 11s, baby.
It's got to be the shoes.
They only look good in pants. They don't look good in shorts.
You're right.
And it's got to be like a blue jean.
Lucas Howell into pitch now. He'll be a mid-8s arm. another P3 guy. He's 3-0 in the season, 9 1/3 innings, 3 flat ERA, 6 hits allowed, 7 runs, 4 of them earned. Yeah, this kid, 14 walks, 14 strikeouts, 2.1 on the whip, and a 176 OBA. So it's got some good stuff then. This should be a fun one. New challenge for the North Point hitters. First guy to face him will be Mr. Brady Eisenbath. It's been nice over there at first base today. A couple of good scoops.
Yeah, real nice one. I love this for turf. When you get the long hop, is the ones that you absolutely love to have because you can just sit on those things. But he had that in between that he had from the third baseman and made a real nice play.
Yeah, he did. I will agree with you there. As someone who practiced a lot at first base for his high school team, I was a PO, my junior year of high school. So like it was just like I would just practice. I got bored. I would literally take a first baseman from one of my buddies who didn't play first anymore, and I just go sit there and take reps just because we only have one first baseman. And like I learned a lot about the general position. I practiced there with the Legion team a little bit because this fall we didn't have that many kids. So I practiced there too. It's a lot of fun to play that position in my brain. I don't know why, but there's a challenge to it. And reading hops takes a level of skill.
It takes a level of skill.
Like especially on a dirt field, like you gotta truly understand that you gotta find the right spot.
Well, here's the one thing that we've seen in baseball. We have seen guys with one arm throw no-hitters. We've seen guys with foot problems. We've seen guys have, missing something, but you never met a Major League Baseball player missing their eyeballs. And the game is played there first. It tells us what to do, and it's perfect timing, I guess, because one of the things that Brian says that kind of sticks with me is the body follows the mind, and the eye's got to tell the mind what to do, and the body's got to follow. So there's a sequence of events that has to happen, and if you're lazy on one of those, it's probably not going to be as good as you think you are.
Yeah. The body follows the mind is a great phrase because my dad has always said this too. It's you're on step 3 before you finish step 1. And I knew a shortstop, really good shortstop. He plays for West. His name's Keegan Fiala. Back when I played for him, he made a lot of errors throwing-wise because he was on step 3 before he had finished step 1, which is gather the baseball. And now he's gotten a lot better at that from what I've heard. I haven't seen him play in a while. I know he had a homer in the playoffs last year for West, so still a good bat, but I haven't seen him play defensively.
Well, we will tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited to see some of these kids who I used to play travel ball with. That's why I like these. Pickoff move from Howell is not in time. He's 1-0 on Brady Eisenbath. I'm excited for next game. I get to see another one of my Legion teammates. Get to see Parker pitch. I like watching or chatting with Parker Sandstone. He's a good kid. It's going to be a fun one. Howell, quick move. He kind of telegraphed that. The way he looked and then didn't come fully set. They're trying to keep Gonzalez close at first base. He's gone as soon as the pitch is delivered. It's inside. Throw on the money, not in time. Sliding through the base was Gonzalez, which knocked the ball out of the way of the second baseman, Galinas.
That felt pretty good, right in the rib cage.
I'm sure that was comfortable. Yeah, helmet to the gut.
Oh, I meant the baseball.
This game, 3 stolen. Joe has 3 stolen bases this game. Wow, good for him.
Yeah, and keep it simple.
Yeah,
nice little line drive up the middle after a ball up and in. Like to see that.
That was a good swing. Howell is behind 2-0. It's a cool last name. Could you imagine having a last name Howell?
You love that.
I do. I like names, bro. Names are fun to me.
No, you just like Hal.
You know what, bro? I could just leave. You can call this game.
No, you passed that over to Brian.
One of my P3 coaches was a color commentator at Webster when he was in college. And there was one inning where his play-by-play guy was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And he just started sprinting to the bathroom. He had to call the game. And he called what he thought was a lazy pop-up to right field that ended up being a solo shot. Joe went for third. It's a pop-up on the infield. He's got to get back fast. Howell makes the grab, turn, throw. No one's on the base, so Gonzalez ends up safe. That's a lot of running. That's 180 feet. You got to cover real fast. Gets all the way to third. Coach Schmidt is screaming, get back. It's good times.
Did he reestablish the bag? Because he touched third base, but I don't know if he touched it on the way back.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't he have to go through the bag and around?
He didn't step in. He doesn't have to round it. He just has to go past it, right? Didn't he go past the bag towards foul territory? You didn't think so? I couldn't see.
Stepping in now is Ryan Cox, the catcher. Anyways, calls his lazy pop-up. Oop. Gonzalez gets his 4th of the game. He's safe at 3rd. They're just letting him run free at this point.
Yeah, he's a player.
I mean, he's a dog. He'll do that. He calls his lazy pop-up as a lazy pop-up, and he quickly correct himself as it cleared the fence. And he's like, I don't know how to do that. And he's just like, I'm so glad I've never been a play-by-play guy.
Nope, I had to experience that last year, and I basically said, we're not going to have any commentary going here because I got nervous, and probably more nervous than any bases loaded at bat I've ever had or like big situation. And I'm not even afraid to be on the microphone, but I was in that moment.
Yeah,
I'm not super smart, so I don't use big words, and I feel like when you do the play-by-play, you have to be smart and use big words, like eloquent.
Is this a compliment?
Yeah, no, you're a smart young man.
When I was calling basketball earlier this year, there was one game I literally me and my color guy, we always in between halves we would at halftime we'd always go get a drink, and it was the 4th, and I chugged 3 waters because I like to stay hydrated when I do this because my voice dries out, and I was like, I gotta go, dude. And it was a timeout, so he's like, we've got time, right? And I come back and he goes, Mason, never make me do your job ever again. He's like, I can't do it. And then I went back and listened to it after the game was over, and I'm like, yeah, I see what he means. Bless his heart. Wesley was great for my color commentary. I love that kid. There's some form of conference going on between coaches and the umpire here. Do you know what's going on? Scoreboard. Counts 2-0. Howell has fallen behind in both at-bats he's pitched in so far 2-0, but came back out the pop out in the first one. Hoping to not let the runner Gonzalez score here because, that goes to Warnicki's ERA. That's my least favorite part about being a middle innings reliever is if you leave guys on, it's just up to the next dude. It's like, please clean up my mess efficiently.
That's why it's a team game.
Yes, it is. That one's fouled back. That was my least favorite thing when they used me as an opener this fall because I went an inning and 2/3 because I was at the pitch limit for Legion, and he didn't want me to go over that because he wanted me to use me in the next game. And I had a runner on second, and I was like, I just looked at the guy coming in next. I was like, don't let him score. That one in the dirt inside. Back foot breaker went a little too far towards the back foot.
I could promise he didn't want him to score either.
Oh, yeah.
Did he end up scoring?
I don't think so. No.
Was it one of your 9 walks this fall? I'm kidding.
No, you're now that I'm thinking about it, probably.
I'm just teasing.
No, it's funny to me. At fastball, fouled back by Mr. Chancellor. No, Ryan Cox. Sorry. 8 and 9 are very similar in here. Okay, for sure, definitely. Full count, but the field umpire Brian, is his name correct? Has something to say.
There's a bit that baseball went down to the bullpen area on the mound.
Oh, I see it now. Whoops.
And Washington's definitely in a hurry to go get it.
Yep, that's Nakai Scott going with someone with a helmet on because it's a dangerous job running to the bullpen and back. I'm assuming Nakai Scott is injured, and that's why he's not in the lineup. He's also in shorts, so I wonder what might have happened there. We were speculating about this earlier pregame. That's a ball for a wild pitch. Sliding in to home safe is Joe Gonzalez. And on first with a walk will be Ryan Cox. That's tough. Tough break for Lucas Howell. It is now an 8-2 lead for the North Point Grizzlies. Courtesy runner number 27, Drayden Everingham. He has 3 stolen bases yet to be caught. A little speed on him. He's going to take a nice lead at first. Howell, first pitch strike. And against Max Chancellor, the DH. Max, like I said earlier, swinging it well, has a homer, hitting .344, has a .500 slugging, well over 500, .563 slugging. I mean, the kid can just put bat to ball.
You like to hear that.
You do. You really do. I mean, that 460 OBP is what's glaring out to me right now. The kid just hits. He has a good eye at the plate. He's got 5 walks, only 6 strikeouts, hit twice. It also doesn't strike out a lot. Like, the Ks per plate appearance is 154. It's like the kid. I mean, and in the high school level, it's depending on how you play. It could be easier to not strike out. For some guys, it's easier to just put back the ball, and you have like the weak contact, like a Luis Arias kind of situation, right? But it's still impressive to see a guy who doesn't strike out a lot. Another pickoff move. He's safe. Howell loving to throw to first right now, but really hasn't prevented much with it. Howell comes set. Kick fire, runner, swing and a miss. Throw beat him, tag not in time. And Drayden Everingham is safe at second, 4th stolen base of the season for him. It's a courtesy runner. And now 1-2 is Chancellor. You think he swung because it was a panic swing or it was a hit and run?
No, maybe he get the green light to the base runner kind of thing, and Chancellor thought he might be able to hit it.
That's fair.
Could have been a hit and run.
Could have been. It was a high fastball, so I wonder what he was going to try and do with that.
Park it over CarShield.
I was going to say. And he'll strike out swinging to end the inning. North Point gets one more in the inning. It's 8-2. North Point still in front. We'll be back here shortly. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. Justin Nenninger going out for another inning. Joe? Oh. And today's broadcast presented by the Sports Barn, where athletes train like a champion with structured programs, camps, and competitive opportunities designed to help players grow their game. The Sports Barn, train like a champion. Sports Barn West will be in Wentzville, Missouri. Sports Barn East in Wood River, Illinois. You can go to their website at sportsbarn.org. Justin Nenninger still out there, 76 pitches. Again, he's been much more efficient since that first. Had a bit of a lengthier inning last inning. Got lucky with that big blunder on the base pass by Washington, and that'll be a single, not a single, line drive down the line. Just foul from the first baseman, Grant Hummel. That was a good little swing, Oppo.
I mean, that might have been a little bit of a excuse me based on the pitch location, but I thought that ball was fair. I'm at a different angle than the umpire is, but
me too. It looked like it hit right on the line, but there could have been more space.
Foul ball. It only benefits one team.
The Blue Jays still down 6. That one's fouled straight back. A high and tight heater.
I'm a bit shocked to see him go out there. He, obviously, as an upperclassman, he's got the tools to, get up into that 90 pitch mark. So, maybe Coach Schmidt's thinking that, he hasn't really labored, even though, he gave up the 2 in the first inning, had the bases loaded and stranded them, but he hasn't really labored here. So,
no, you look at just like you see the pitch count, you're like, oh, that's kind of high, but he really doesn't. He isn't that tired. And that'll be right back at him. Good catch. Nothing you can do about that one. Oh, wow. That is, I mean, that line drive wasn't hit particularly hard, but it's right back at you. Gets you right at that belt buckle area. You know, Hummel's frustrated. That's not a bad swing by any means. And that's a fun first out of the inning for Mr. Nenninger.
Yeah, got him good, too. He's obviously adjusting his hands. He's
Yeah,
making sure his hand's all right.
I got him right there, man.
It's crazy, too, because you see this stuff happen all the time, like in hockey and stuff like that. You just kind of fling your glove up there, and it happens to just go in,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like a great save or it's a great catch. And, like, this situation, it's like
So fun to me.
that was a reaction.
Yeah, that's just natural athlete. Vetter's going to step in now. He's also the DH, so they're going to just let him. And I love that, honestly. Henry, he is the Shohei Ohtani rule right there, except he's not leading off. It would be fun to watch him lead off a game, though. Vetter, 1-1. Dude, he's taking G.A.C.
Well, he's down 7 runs.
And he just threw his batting glove
6
to the
runs.
dugout.
Must have ripped him.
He might have, yeah. Swinging that hard, I wouldn't be surprised. He's just trying to put one over the left field wall. Changeup, splitter, something funky inside for strike 2.
I haven't really seen that pitch today, so I don't know what that was.
It wasn't a fastball. At least I don't think it was. Dude, so I'm a baseball nerd. That's why I do this. That's chop foul. I was looking at Savant pages earlier because I seen Riley O'Brien has been locked down for the Cardinals earlier this year. And I like to look at his pitch metrics. And he's got 1 recorded changeup this year. And I go and watch the video of it. It was just a spiked fastball in the dirt that he threw 90. Like, it wasn't actually. I'm like, this guy doesn't throw a changeup. And then you go and watch it, bounces 48 feet in front of the plate. And it's like, oh, well, that's why. Radar gun just read the hop. It was funny to me, though.
Well, they read it out of the hand.
Then I don't know what he was throwing, but it, for some reason, was listed as a changeup. Oh, there's no way.
Maybe.
Maybe? I don't know. It's the only pitch he's thrown listed as a changeup this year. So that's why I was like, that's interesting.
I mean, he's like got a 98, 99 mile an hour heater. So, I mean, to throw a ball that far off, maybe it was something like a slider and he just.
Yeah, that's what my brain
buried
goes
it.
to. It was an off speed that he buried, and it just might have backed up on him. That's a single
9-3.
line the other way.
9-3.
I've had someone try and do that to me once. It's not nice.
Oh, I love it when it happens for me.
Oh, yeah, it's great when it's for you, not when it's against you.
Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you how many times I've gotten a 9-3. I've hit a dart over there and just thinking, I'll just Cadillac it over to first base, and I'm like, ooh, they're not good.
I had a ground ball up the middle, like straight over the second base bag that the shortstop got to, and I started to round, and then I realized the shortstop had the ball and was going to throw. As they're going to change pitchers here.
Maybe.
Possibly.
There's been no call.
Nothing yet. I think they're just going over a play. But anyways, rounded first. My first base coach starts yelling, through the bag, and so I had to turn the Jets back on. The Jets, I say with air quotes. And make sure I was safe at first. I was, thankfully.
Turn the Jets on.
They're just chatting over there. No one in the bullpen looks like they're in a rush to get out of the bullpen. So
they've worked harder. They've probably labored more than Nenninger on the bump today because they've been up several times. They've been in there maybe 3-4 times. They've been up throwing.
That's my least favorite part of being a reliever, is being told, "Hey, get warm. You're going to go in," and then the pitcher gets out of the inning and you just never go in.
Well, I think I think part of being a relief arm too is you have to watch the baseball game and see what's going on, and then get a feeling and understand baseball stuff. This is why I think it's important to watch baseball games.
Yeah,
and is to have things like this be an experience for you.
Oh, absolutely. Ben Galinas in the box. He is 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. Singled back in the first, struck out in the third. He's ahead 1-0 now. Vetter on second. There's no way he runs, right? Yeah, he's gotten caught stealing once, but no stolen bases. That's going to be lined the other way. Trying to get under it is the right fielder, and he gets the out. That was Brendan Dickerber. Two down in the inning. Nenninger, if he works quickly here against Colton Carrier, he could get out of this with under 90 pitches. It'd save him a day of rest, would it not?
It doesn't matter. I probably wouldn't have him pick up a baseball for the rest of the week except for to play catch.
That's what obviously, yeah. Besides, recovery, catch play, he's probably not going to touch the mound the rest of this week. No. That one's low in the dirt.
And that may be Coach Smith's thinking, right? Instead of getting him out in 70, at 70 something, 75, maybe he goes out and throws 90 because he ain't going to use him any more. Wow.
The rest of the week.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
That's tough.
And you got to look at, if you look at the schedule for this North Point team. I don't know the next time they play besides tomorrow for conference, but you got to think they've got to say So they play Troy.
Well, I mean, they've already played 20 games to this point.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of baseball games. To this point. So.
So they'll play Troy on 4/24. Then 4/25 they have 2 games: Rockbridge and Howell. So actually they have a stretch of baseball games.
They got 3 games. There's 3 or 4 more games this week.
And then they play again Saturday, Sunday too. So they actually have a lot of baseball to play this week. So maybe they're just trying to save arms. If you look at this.
Well, I can tell you the 2 guys that are throwing in the bullpen probably shouldn't throw tomorrow either.
No.
Because they've probably thrown 80 pitches in the pen.
They have definitely thrown a lot. You better hope they're not throwing it high intent. They're just trying to stay
they're warming
loose.
up.
They're just trying to stay loose there, hopefully. Nenninger's 3-1, in a bit of trouble even though there's 2 down, 1 on. It's Vetter. He singled earlier in the inning. Carrier still at the plate. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. He's worked himself a solid at bat here. And that's going to bounce in the dirt. He'll reach 2 on in the inning now. That'll be Nenninger's. How many walks is he at today, Brian?
Looks like he's going to get him. This is going to be it for Nenninger.
Likely. 2, 3. His 4th walk of the day. 5th if you want to throw the hit by pitch in there. 5 walks, 6 with the hit by pitch, free pass wise. And that'll end his day. Coming out of the bullpen.
It's Alex White.
Alex White coming out of the bullpen for North Point. What do you know about him?
I know a lot. He's one of our guys.
He is? That's
Yeah.
exciting.
He's coming back actually from a little bit of an injury bug that got him in the winter. So he's still trying to work up his workload. Actually, he's been playing some right field for North Point this year a little bit, which I was shocked because I thought he was just going to be a PO. That's all we focused on. And then he's like, I'll get back and play some right field. But he's just, the intensity of pitching. So Alex did? White? Yeah.
Is he throw hard?
He's a low 8s guy. He's probably, sits 83, 84-ish.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, he's got 21 innings on the year, so.
Yeah, he had a nice week and then had a 7-inning game that he only threw like 80-something pitches in it.
Nice. See that.
I like his 2-seam.
Okay.
I like his sinker. It's a heavy baseball, and he's a little bit funky in his pitching mechanics. So he can spin it just a little bit.
Okay. That was a nice little slider cutter. 21 innings. He's 1-1 on the season. 10 runs, 4 of them earned. 1.3 ERA. Allowed 20 hits, 1 homer, 1 triple, 2 doubles. He's been in 4 games. 2 of them he started. 1 he's been a relief. He's got that 1 CG you were talking about. Opponent batting average, I guess, is a 225. Only 1 hit by pitch, which is nice. 12 strikeouts, 1 walk. That's huge.
He stays in the zone. He always has, even since he was a youngster. And actually, Brian might remember this a long time ago. He played for Gas House. You remember that team that beat us 22 to something to nothing? He didn't score. He was on that team for that Gas House team. So I've known Alex now for 5 seasons.
Did you coach with Gas House at all?
No.
I was going to ask if you knew who Tyler Smith was, but he goes to Liberty. He played with Gas House for a bit, and then he also played St. Peter's Legion last year, but he's done playing now. I just wonder if you knew him.
Did he play with your group with Prime?
No, I don't think he did. No. I don't know. I think that's when he went over to Legion, was when Tribe turned into Prime and Gas House disbanded. In the box is Christian Galinas. He is over with a walk and a ground out to the third baseman. He's going to foul this one straight back.
You like to see that. Come in, 1 pitch, he's trying to attack right away. I'll take that 1 pitch, 1 out, get out of the inning, and I'm going to sit down because I swear that he threw about 80 pitches in the bullpen.
I'd be exhausted out there. Just be like, I'm coming in throwing 62 miles, and I'm just going to lob it in there and see what we can get done.
The old Ephus.
Yeah, they've cleared out the bullpen now. Looks like he's going to be their ride or die to the end of the game here. Unless, of course, it gets bad. I doubt it will. That's strike 2. Yeah, Galinas. Christian Galinas, I should be specific, is only hitting .211. He's got a triple and a 2 doubles, 5 singles. So 8 hits on the year. Yeah, he's hitting .211, 250 OBP, and he's going to line this to left. Graham jumps up, makes a catch. Probably not the greatest read, but he gets it out, or gets out of it. Alex White comes in, does his job. Couple pitches, 1 out. And that'll end the inning. We'll be back here shortly. Time for our 4th and final player spotlight of the day, sponsored by the O'Fallon Hoots. For the North Point Grizzlies, it is Joe Gonzalez. He's already been just on display today. 4 stolen bases. He is 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles and a pop-up. So he's looked sharp at the plate. He's hitting .393, and I think 4 stolen bases. I said that, yep. And I think, after this game, he's hitting over that 400 mark now. He's got a 471 OBP. He's got a 459 slug. Kid's got 4 doubles, 20 singles. It's 24 hits, 11 RBIs. He's just a hitting machine. They have him plugged in at the 4 spot today. The 3 spot, and he's just looked sharp. He is, not even arguably, he is the best hitter on this North Point team, the best pure hitter on this North Point team. Mitch.
He's one of my favorite players in this conference, in this area, just because of the way that he plays the game. And a lot of people would consider him as an undersized guy. Because of where he's at, but his heart and his skill set, it is definitely one you need to watch.
I don't think undersized truly matters anymore. If you
He's 5'7", it matters.
Okay, but Jose Altuve is 5'6".
You're talking about one player out of how many?
There's multiple guys who are under 5'8" who play in the league right now.
Name them.
Marcus Stroman, he's 5'8". Shoot. I was gonna say, there's Cedon Rafael is like 5'9". There's a bunch of guys under 6 foot, I guess, is where I'm going here. Under 5'8" is complicated.
Under 5'8" is complicated.
Yeah, okay, but if he hits like that,
yeah,
you got to think they can find a spot for him on a college team somewhere.
Yeah, he'll probably move to second base. That's kind of what we talked about last year when we saw him.
That's skied high, deep third base. Running around is the shortstop, Albert Hill, get the out. That was a big league pop-up.
That was a big league pop-up. That's one of those balls that kind of get lost up there in the sky, but he did a nice job of not over-committing to that baseball. I like to see that.
Yep, that was Jaden Flores who popped up. Now stepping in the box, Alex Graham, the left fielder. Graham hitting .313, 436 OBP, a 375 slug. Another good hitter. This North Point team is really just kind of stacked almost. When it comes to the hitting side of the thing, you got to think, we talked about this last week with Holt and how a lot of these kids would have gone there or to Timberland. And you got to think, if North Point wasn't around, how those teams could look different. It'd be vastly different. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, well, one wouldn't be in the North and one wouldn't be in the Central. I could tell you that. They would be a much bigger program. But
yep.
I think they could also challenge, West and Howell for, conference champions and stuff like that just because of the players. So that's what happens when you move, right? Or when you get a little bit bigger, the community gets a little bit bigger. It's happened to Howell.
Yeah.
Right? It's happened to Howell Central. Happened to Howell North.
Yeah. Howell North has been looking good this year compared to last, though. As we talk about how Lucas Howell misses away there. It's 2-1. He's been pretty solid here in relief. Kind of like to see that, especially as he's going to be the longer of the 2 relief guys today. Compared to Warnicki, who went, I believe, an inning and a third. But they will likely want Warnicki for tomorrow in the second game of conference play against North Point. That'll be chopped down the third base line. Slow roller Graham's going to beat this one out with a head-first slide, and I don't like the head-first slide in the first.
I'm shaking my hands right now because that hurt me. My shoulders, and then maybe it says I'm 46 and I'm unathletic now, but that just hurt me. I'm literally going like this, saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, and he did it.
He didn't need to, but he did it.
He did it.
It's a hustle play by definition when you do something like that. Now stepping in the box will be Ollie Collier. He is that 1 for 1 or 0 for 1? Reached on an error earlier, came around to score, and he also walked in his second at bat. That fastball misses up and in. Collier's been solid there at second base so far today. Good season football cleats.
Yeah, it's hard to, when you have hustle stuff like that happening, it is hard to ask a kid that's really trying to be a part of something, much bigger to be like, hey, pump the brakes here, you don't have to do this and that. And then it's like you take that away from them, and then all of a sudden it's like you take a part of them away, you know what I mean? So
I understand that.
It's tough.
What do you think about kids wearing football cleats playing baseball?
I'll tell you, I have, as a guy that has foot problems, we've seen it. Like, one of my favorite is Austin Hoss, if you can remember, from Warrenton, used to wear the pink ones that look like soccer cleats. I thought he was kicking field goals or something. And I was like, man, you got to be a special kind of player to wear those. And, those I'm for it, man. Like, I like molds better than metal.
Okay.
The way that the metal is set on my feet, they hurt my feet. So
okay, that's fair. I personally like metals right now. They're just what I pitch in because I always end up pitching on dirt mounts. They're just more comfortable to me. I hate wearing turfs that don't have cleats though. Like if I'm gonna wear
the tennis shoe turf,
they just don't fit me right. They don't sit right for me especially when I'm pitching on a turf mount like this. I'd slip and slide. So I think I need to buy myself a pair of molds for this summer. But I've been thinking about that. I keep seeing it with a lot of these kids who are two-sport athletes, which is nothing but beneficial if you're a baseball player.
Yeah.
It'll just train you to be more and more athletic, which is good for you.
My daughter used to wear lacrosse because she had ankle and knee problems, and so she wore actually lacrosse cleats because the lacrosse mold, so they had like a soft rubber material and then the hard mold, and the sole of the foot, the underneath of it, where all the turf or all the cleats were, they had a bunch of little molds in them.
Interesting.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, the whole thing was basically molded. Mizuno used to make a pair of these a long time ago, little soft rubber molds.
Pickoff back to first was unsuccessful. It's 3-2 with 1 on, 1 out. The hustle single from that's Flores. Nope, Flores popped out. That was Graham with the single. They'll pick off again. Graham with the hustle single now, having to dive back into first multiple times on the pickoff plays from Howell. It's Ollie Collier in the box, 3-2. Collier fights that one off.
I'm not a big turf guy to begin with.
Yeah, I prefer playing on dirt just because it feels more
I'm
natural.
never playing on dirt either.
What do you
There's
play on?
nothing better than a grass infield.
Oh, I'm saying, okay, when I'm pitching, I want to pitch on a dirt mound, but if I have to play the field, I love a grass infield. I like grass infields for sure.
I don't like the kids check up and they slip and.
That'll be a swing and a miss. A strikeout for Lucas Howell. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring him up the top of the order. Brendan Dickerber to lead it off. He is 0 for 2 today with a walk, a reached on error, and a strikeout. He's had some good plate appearances, though. We'll see. He's had some good at-bats. I think his 2 at-bats against Vetter were pretty competitive. Except for that, this is one was kind of short, but still. Another pickoff from Howell.
It counts.
It does. Can we let the kid just stand at first? I mean, you're down by 6.
Well, they're stealing. So if they're going to continue to steal bags and they're going to continue to make that, you got to, you still continue to play the game. So
that's fair. Doesn't run there. He's hobbling a little at first, is he not? He looked like he was light on one of those feet.
Could be tired.
He could be.
Diving back.
He's had to dive back 4 times now because Howell really likes his pickoff move. Defensive swing from Dickerber and swim move, but safe. At second is Graham. the North Point dugout making fun of both players at this point.
Well, that little swing, and maybe that was something we saw earlier. Maybe the routine is if they steal, they have to swing no matter what.
Coach Schmidt looking over at Brendan in the box, asking him about that.
Well, that's because he swung at that, and I don't know if it was a protection thing, but he fell over the plate. And if I'm the catcher, if I see that, I'm actually going to try to fall into him, try to get a call.
Yeah, that is understandable. That ends up inside.
Just little things that you can try to get away with.
Oh, yeah.
Or try. I got to try.
Yeah, like you foul one off close to your foot. I hit it off it, I swear. At inside again. 3-1 on Brendan Dickerber, the right fielder. He also plays football, though I couldn't tell you what position because I don't remember. I think he might have been a receiver too, or a running back.
I was going to go with the again, undersized. Probably going for the running back position.
Probably. He'll work a walk. 5-pitch at bat for Mr. Brendan Dickerber.
I've probably known that young man since probably 2016. His family and part of the Dickerber family because it's a common name out here in the Wince Vegas area. So,
yeah, that'll bring it. Tyler Kometz. He is 2 for 2 today, or 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a strikeout. He'll swing and miss at that big-time breaking ball from Mr. Howell. They've got someone warming in that bullpen. That is who I think it is. I know him too. That looks like Wesley Schmiedeskamp. And gonna fly this one out to right field. The catch is made. And Kometz is retired by Mason Maughan. That'll end the inning. We'll be back here shortly. Tonight's games are brought to you by Premier Pitching Performance, a private pitching organization built to help athletes dominate the zone through assessment, training, and detailed analysis. They give pitchers the tools they need to improve and compete at a higher level. Premier Pitching Performance, run by Brett Graves. You can find them at premierpitching.com. His recent podcast was out there, hard launch of the Boost app, which is something I use. It's pretty dope. It's got all of my training stuff in there, all my lifts, my throwing schedule, my arm care. It's a pretty cool app. You can track your throws, all sorts of detailed information about workload, all sorts of things. It's a really cool app. We had 2 P3 athletes start the games today. Obviously not the greatest start for Vetter, but still P3 athlete, Division I commit to G.A.C State down in Alabama. And then Nenninger, a Johnson County commit. He threw really well today. After that first inning, he looked pretty exceptional. Back on the bump, Alex White. He had a 3-pitch inning. Well, 3-pitch out recorded when he came in after Nenninger's. Final out of his start. He's been pretty sharp. North Point's pitching been locked down. And Mason Maughan will lead off the inning. He'll slip after fouling off that first pitch.
Yep, love turf. Love the turf.
Bit of a G.A.C, though. He wanted that one. Fastball right over the heart of the plate.
What exactly is a G.A.C?
Really, really, really hard swing. Like, you're swinging for the fences.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what is a G?
I don't know. Great hack.
Is it after F?
Something like that. I do believe that's how the alphabet goes.
Did you learn that in finance algorithm or algebra? I said algorithm. I'm trying to make fun of the kid, and I booted it.
It's not even funny that you're making fun of me anymore. It's just you messed up the word.
E-call. E on the caller. That's hilarious. I still want to know what a G-hack is. I mean, I know what a G is. And I know what a
Then it's a gangster hack.
Okay, there we go.
If you want it to be a gangster hack, it can be a gangster hack.
So,
The world is your oyster.
make pearls?
Maybe. Leave it up to your imagination. Strike 3 looking. Alex White makes quick work of the 7-spot hitter, Mason Maughan, who is now chatting with Dean Missy, who is yet to record a hit this season, but has a 270-something OBP. He can work a walk every once in a while. I mean,
We're gonna say defensive specialist.
yeah, that's the word. That's what I was looking for earlier. Dean, probably looking for a scouting report on this guy. All the help he can get right now.
Throw strikes.
That one missed low. It's 2-0 on Missy now. We're going to get one of those aforementioned walks. He'll foul that one down the line. Not even, just looked like it just curled straight out of the ballpark. That ball skips over to the picnic perch down the right field line.
All inclusive too.
It is. That'll miss up. White is giving shades of Rosenberg in his start. He just gets the ball and gets right back to it, working fast. I like his windup too. That's fouled back.
I will say this much. We have got to call some games with some kids that work fast on the bump, and they're always enjoyable.
Yeah.
When they just get it and let it eat, because I feel like it's a ton of confidence too.
Yes, it
when
gives
you're on the bump.
it gives a vibe that like I belong in this spot. I know what I'm doing. Foul back this one too. It's 3-2 the count, and now Missy's really working the at bat.
Oh, coach with a dart.
Yes, I love it when the coaches get a chance to throw, and they just don't squander the opportunity. Because I've definitely seen some coaches bounce some throws back to
Oh
the
yeah,
pitcher.
I got a good one for you after this pitch. Yes, he did.
Swords, Dean Missy for the strikeout. That's his second of the inning. Stepping in now will be Aiden May.
I'm coaching an 18U game last year. It's my high school team. It's our last weekend out. We're playing really well in the championship game. And I get a ball come back to me, and I pump a ball. Boom. Hit him right in the neck area. 3 points in a game of 21. I'm thinking, yep, do it like 2 times in a row, right? I get a third one. I chucked it over his head. They just let me have it.
Oh, yeah, I would too. I would if I'm the pitcher in that spot, I'm just like hands on hips, disappointed look.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure he did that to you.
Oh, that was a catcher.
Oh, even better. Ground ball, second base. Collier bobbles it, recovers the throw off the bag. He's safe at first. Eisenbath couldn't recover in time. Collier had much harder time. Though a coach from the Washington dugout did just yell hard 90 at Aiden May, who took his time getting to first. He's a center fielder. You'd got to think he's a little faster than that. Stepping in now, the shortstop, Andrew Elbert. He is 1 for 2. Single hit by a pitch and a ground out to the third baseman.
I think that's just a culture thing, being a brand of baseball, and coaches in there yelling at him hard 90 because he might have took it for granted that he was going to make the play.
Yeah.
It was a good ground ball right at him, but if it's a hard 90, it's not even close.
Correct. I mean, that's a good swing, in my opinion. Like, he was a little behind it, caught it on the barrel, just ended up being a ground ball. You can't be too mad about that. He hit it hard. That's what forced the bobble. Even on turf, like, if you get a hard ground ball at you, it's not exactly easy. As Elbert is up 2-0 here in the at-bat.
Yeah, Collier's still thinking about it. Look at him.
Yeah, you can't do that now. You got to let that one run out. Like, it happens, dude. You're up by 6. One error isn't going to kill you. That's a strike in there. Breaker.
Well, we saw it happen in that second for Vetter.
Yeah.
It leads to a trickle-down effect if you let it impact you. So
yeah, you can't let that slippery slope just keep on going. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't let that happen. That's why baseball's a game that should be played by goldfish. You just got to forget.
because they have no brains.
It's because their memory lasts 25 seconds. Learned that one watching
Finding
Ted
Nemo.
Lasso as third baseman Kometz makes a great play to end the inning, and we'll be back here shortly.
I'm a goldfish.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by the Sports Barn. Work like that doesn't just happen. It comes from structured training, consistent reps, and that's exactly what the Sports Barn is built for. It gives players a place to develop their skills, compete, and take the next step. You can go to their website, sportsbarn.org. There's 2 locations, one in Wentzville, Missouri, and the other in Eastwood, or Sports Barn East will be in Wood River, Illinois. It's sportsbarn.org. Now on the bump will be the left-hander Wesley Schmiedeskamp for the Washington Blue Jays. He's got 4 innings pitched. He's got a 1.75 ERA, 4 runs, just 1 earned. Only 6 hits allowed. He's 0-1 on the season, though. So probably a tough break in a relief outing to get you that result. But he'll be a high 7s lefty, a very funky arm slot, super over the top. Worked with him at P3 this year, too. He's a pretty funny guy. I like a lot of these Washington guys. Good personalities. They're just an interesting group. Like they're so much fun, in my opinion.
Yep, that's what we always seek is the good personality.
Oh yeah. Joe Gonzalez will be a tough batter for him to face to start the night. Yeah, I heard your joke. I'm gonna ignore it.
It wasn't a joke. Everybody loves good personalities. If you don't have that, what do you have?
Nothing. Or maybe.
No,
Nope.
I would much rather hang out with somebody that has a good personality.
Yeah, for sure. Schmiedeskamp will miss high with his first pitch. I'm just going to call him Wesley because that last name is too long. Wes is 1-0, misses up yet again. What do you think about this arm slot?
I mean, it don't matter to me.
That's fair. That'll catch the top of the zone.
I try to hit baseballs as far as I could, but
yeah, you take me as one of those guys.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't take too many defensive swings.
I like that.
Like that. I mean, I've had those happen, obviously.
A little check makes me. Oh, Joe.
He's wearing 11s. He's good.
It's okay. He's in 11s, guys.
I'm gonna ask him if I can get those.
Can you get him signed too?
No, I don't. I'm gonna get those.
You just want those.
Yeah,
those
get those.
Even if they don't fit you.
No, I'm just gonna get them.
You put them on your wall.
No.
No.
The price.
Sales that one high. It's 3-2 on Gonzalez. If he gets on, he's probably going to be on third in about 4 pitches. So,
if it continues on today's trend, yes, I agree.
yeah, you'll have to see. That'll be lined center field. Aiden May doesn't really move. That's right at him. And Gonzalez is the first out of the inning.
Folks, if you have young people that are having a chance to watch this game right now, the batter that made the last out of the last inning and then Mr. Gonzalez here, they hit 2 routine pop-ups, and both of them were halfway to second base already. And that is culture that makes every coach happy.
That's the kind of hustle that gets you noticed. Because
100%.
you're never going to give up on a play. Like if the center fielder misses that ball in this case. Gonzalez is getting to third with his speed, possibly even home with an outfield this big, as Eisenbath will be in now. Not Eisenbath. Is it Eisenbath? Yeah, I'm right. Just make sure I know the lineup. This is his 4th at-bat of the day. All right, yeah. He's got a single, a strikeout, and a ground out, or pop-up to the pitcher. So he's 1 for 3 on the day. 1-1 the count now.
Zone expanded a little bit there.
I think the umpire is ready for this one to be over. It's been a long game.
You said it, not me.
Well, I'll say we started at 2-ish. That's grounded up the middle. Shortstop Elbert gathers and throws across. That'll be the second out of the inning. It has been, though. It's been a 2-hour, 15-minute game. Like, it hasn't. I mean, ever since those first 2 innings, not a lot of scoring, but long-ish innings. Because they're letting guys get on. They're making little mistakes, things like that. But still, all in all, been a really good game.
For me, it's like very vanilla. And it's just one of those days where you got to do enough to win, and that's okay. That's baseball. You have those days.
Yep. Ryan Cox in now. He'll take a first pitch strike.
I mean, we haven't seen a bunch of baseballs get hit out in the outfield. You know, there's only been a handful. We haven't seen any extra base kind of pop, and it's just been kind of routine baseball.
Well, that's what happens when you have some pretty good pitching staffs go out there and throw. And then, that second inning from Vetter is purely just they knew North Point had the formula for that inning. It's just lay one down, lay one down, lay one down. And then errors kind of killed them there. Breaking ball, lands high. Bless you. Camp 2-1 on Ryan Cox. That'll be 3-1 now. Cox is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts to the first baseman unassisted and a walk. 3-1 now. He's going to chop that foul. Probably wants that one back. Camp 3-2, 2 down, the pitch. Just up. And no dice from the ump. That looked like it was pretty close. It was a competitive 3-2 pitch. Good take from Mr. Cox. And now stepping in will be Max Chancellor. They're going to courtesy run for the catcher. Oh, this is a new hitter. This is not Max Chancellor in the DH spot now. This is number 14, Landon Everingham. He's hitting .282 on the season. Looks like he does get mostly everyday playing time. Had the day off today. 391 OBP, 308 on the slug. 10 hits on the season. 11 hits, sorry.
Yeah, just filtering in, getting guys opportunities.
Yeah. You know, and you got to take advantage of at-bats like these when they're pretty limited. He's going to line this one over the head of the shortstop, running in the right fielder. It'll drop in front of him, and it's going to get past him. Won't roll to the wall, but scoring will be the pinch runner, Drayden Everingham. And he'll step on home safe. That'll be a single, advance to second on an error, likely, for Landon Everingham, taking advantage of his at-bats. Good stuff. North Point adds on here in the 7th. 6th? Yeah, we're in the 6th, right? Wow, this game has moved slow. It got past the right fielder, so it looked like to me like it was an error. So I'm thinking
it bounced.
I'm thinking single.
I think you have to give that a double because he didn't. I mean, he should have made the play, yes, but it never.
No,
he never touched it.
Okay. From what we see here now, it scored a double. Interesting. Now in the box will be Mr. Jaden Flores, the center fielder. He is over on the day. No, yeah. He reached on a hit by pitch, but he's lined out and popped up. He'll take that fastball high. I will say this about Wes. I love him. His fastball, it's a little carry to it, but it's not hard to catch up to. It's not hard to, drive a little bit if you can get a good pitch to hit. I don't know much about his breaking pitches. I think he's got a change-up curveball mix, but I'm not sure. Flores under this one. First baseman Hummel there. He'll catch it with a little bit of struggle, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back here shortly. North Point leads 9-2. The Sports Barn. Train like a champion. Head to their website, sportsbarn.org. There's 2 locations, one in Wentzville, one in Wood River, Illinois. We're going to hop right into our player of the game talks for North Point. Mitch, we both kind of agreed on this pretty quick. Joe Gonzalez. I mean, if you're going to have 2 hits, great hustle, 4 stolen bases, scored multiple times this game. He's just had himself, scored twice, had himself a heck of a ball game. And then jumping over to that Washington side of things, Andrew Elbert, the shortstop, had that first inning rally start off Nenninger out there in the first, singled, scored, hit by pitch, didn't score, but hit by pitch, and then 2 ground outs. He's played himself a good ball game, been solid up there defensively.
Yeah, I liked his high IQ over there at the shortstop position for Washington. I think he deserves that, player of the game for them. And then Joe's my guy, man. So I like what he did out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then it solidified it for me when he popped up to the center fielder.
That hustle.
In that hustle. I mean, out of the box he was going. He wasn't mad. He didn't throw his bat. He just took off running.
No, I respect that, too. 2-1 the count on Grant Hummel here. He's leading off the inning. Vetter on deck. You notice this in between innings. Vetter has still been a great teammate after a poor start, and I think that takes a level of maturity to your game as Hummel grounds this one. Second base, Collier clean with it this time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Did you see the big, deep sigh of relief? He threw the ball, was like, almost the identical ground ball that he got last inning, just, kind of that little skipper off the dirt.
Yeah.
Or off the turf, and yeah.
Made that one look routine this
we
time.
call those grass cutters.
Yeah.
You know why they call them grass cutters?
Hard hit right on the grass.
They stay rolling kind of on the grass, and so they turn it. You don't have it no more, so I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess you don't have it anymore. We're going to have to call it turf pellet.
Turf pellet.
Yeah, or the push mower. That's even better. That left all the grass clippings, in the grass.
Vetter's 1 for 3 today, I believe. He'll line this one center field. It might fall, but great hustle from the center fielder, Flores. That's not Jaden Flores. That is Dick Herber moved over to center field. My apologies. That happened, and I didn't notice it. Well, either way, good hustle from the center fielder to make that out. On the run. 2 down here in the inning. Alex White has looked sharp in his relief appearances, and I mean, from what you told me, that is just to be expected.
He throws strikes, and I think in high school baseball, like we love velo, right? That's all you hear about, velo, 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 velo. Everybody that gets ranked, it's velo numbers. It has nothing to do with being able to have pitching ability, and for me, it's his pitch shapes, it's missing barrels, and to me, that's the name of the game. And I will always respect a guy like Sandy Koufax when he said I started becoming
Flied right field. Collier, great play to end the game. A basket catch for Ollie Collier over the shoulder. Well done. Your final score will be North Point 9-2. Your players of the game will be Joe Gonzalez and Andrew Elbert. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back here soon.